some stories to share. Britney Spears has been formally charged with a misdemeanor count of driving under the influence of drugs and alcohol after her March 4th arrest in California. Spears, who is scheduled for a court appearance on Monday, is not required to attend due to the misdemeanor nature of the charge and may be eligible for a plea deal that avoids jail time. Britney voluntarily entered a treatment facility in April, was reportedly released Wednesday now that she has completed her treatment. An insider told Page Six that she's healthy and happy and feeling very positive and excited to start fresh. Rehab was a great opportunity for her to ground herself, with another source claiming that she will be continuing counseling remotely.
Leave Britney alone!
I was hoping you were going to play that.
Throwback.
Sources close to the investigation also told TMZ that an unknown substance was discovered in Spears' car at the time of the arrest, but the results of that test have not been released. Representative for Britney described the situation as an unfortunate incident that is completely inexcusable, adding that Britney is going to take the right steps and comply with the law, and hopefully this can be the first step in a long overdue change.
All you people want is more.
A change that needs to occur in Britney's life.
I think so. I hope so. I think one of the things that might be the driving force in this whole thing is that she has sort of mended bridges with her sons. And is spending time with them.
Yeah.
And maybe a little less knife dancing and a little less driving around drunk.
That'd be nice. Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci were both honored with a joint ceremony for their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where their fellow A-list celebrities celebrated their decades-long career. Taking the stage, Blunt reflected on the honor, saying, "It's very difficult to sum up how meaningful this is to me. You guys and the great loves of my life, who are all here, have made life such a deep privilege." She joked about already spending far too much time with her brother-in-law, meaning Stanley Tucci. He's married to her older sister, Felicity. Teasing, "Now we're going to spend even more time together as people trample over us, but that's fine."
Okay, hang on. Is her sister an actor?
No.
Okay.
So Tucci looked back on his career saying that it has been an honor and absolutely exhausting to be a part of Hollywood for 45 years, but I would never have traded it for the world. He took the time to thank the people in his life, saying, "I'd like to thank my sister, who's here, my incredible wife, my brother-in-law, John." And he then gestured to Emily. He said, "What's her name?" whom I absolutely love and adore from the first moment I met her when she was 22 when we first made The Devil Wears Prada.
I love this crew, don't you? I mean,
absolutely.
The Devil, we haven't mentioned it enough, both Preston and I are huge Devil Wears Prada fans.
Yeah.
And I love the dynamic. And that was the first time I remember seeing Emily Blunt.
Yes.
And thinking, oh, it's going to be hard to dislike this woman.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. And even though she played a really snotty character,
she's likable.
She's likable. Yeah, exactly. So there were some big heavy hitters there. Meryl Streep was there, and she said, "Emily, I feel like I birthed you, really. And the best thing about you getting this at such a tender age is that you'll have to kick around for at least 35 years if my career is any evidence." And on Tucci, she said, "It's impossible not to love Stanley Tucci. Urbane, sly, funny, generous, curious, and so elegant. I love you deeply." Matt Damon praised the pair as legends, adding, "I just can't think of two people more deserving to be added to this cultural landmark, to be giving young artists hope." And he said, "You guys have just been doing consistently stellar work for decades." Dwayne Johnson also paid tribute, said it's about time, while admiring his Jungle Cruise co-star by saying, "Every single day knowing Emily, as many of us do, that is one grateful woman who will wake up, feet on the ground, being grateful about every moment."
Was Sergeant Slaughter there?
Sergeant Slaughter was not there. Unfortunately, there was nobody else from the world of wrestling.
No.
But Robert Downey Jr. was there, and he showed love to Emily, calling her outright blunt object. He said she is the girlfriend you never had in high school. She's the scene partner you will never forget. And taking a jab at her husband, John Krasinski, he said, "She's the wife you can't resent Krasinski for landing because he's equally dynamic, and this guy's impossible not to love." So, yeah, that's a group of people I would love to hang out
Absolutely.
with.
Yeah.
Especially Sergeant Slaughter if you were there.
Sergeant Slaughter, man, you know.
God
He is
rest
still
his soul.
alive. No,
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
When
thought he
you said
was.
that-
I'm trying to figure what's a wrestler that's likely alive that's still absurd.
All right. So here's one that nobody saw coming. Northwest, 12-year-old daughter of Kanye and Kim, has dropped her debut single, a sub-2-minute metal and rap hybrid called North Forever. The track features chugging guitars and dark music. It's a dark music video. Serves as the lead single from a 6-song EP of the same name that is dropping today. I didn't go through the process of trying to find it.
It reminds me of when I dropped my song when I was 11. It was Steve All Day, Every Day.
Wow.
And it didn't go well.
So North has been a metal fan for years, apparently, with Kim previously describing her as a full goth girl who listens to Black Sabbath and shops at Hot Topic.
I want to hear this then.
I do too.
Yeah, me too.
Ryan's grabbing it for
Ryan's
us
grabbing
right
it?
now.
Nice.
Merchandise, including vinyl variants and apparel, is already available on her website. This might be the one redeeming thing to come out of that relationship.
What if she becomes like a Lizzie Hale?
Yeah.
Like, totally bucks the system.
I would appreciate that, actually. And I'm happy to hear that she's embracing bands like Black Sabbath and is kind of into counter what that household has brought her up in.
I've sensed this for a while. You know, in life things are cyclical and everything old is new again. And I'm seeing more and more people, younger people, discovering this stuff. This bodes well, unless the song stinks.
Or you mean like rock, like
Like that.
harder rock?
Yes, yeah.
All right, Ryan, did you find it, or is it sent over? All right, it's coming over, so we'll have to hear a little clip of this. Apparently, it's fairly short, so we'll get a taste for it. But it's a rock rap type of hybrid. Here we go.
Masa-chan. Forever and always. I listen, but they talk about me all day. Everywhere I go, feeling like the wrong way. I can't even act waves, gotta call plays. Hey, you're not forever and always. In my mind, in a place that's not safe. So much people around me, but I know they all fake. So much going in my head that I can't say.
All right, she's only 12. It's I mean, the music's got some crunch to it, but I mean, I can't really hear a whole lot of singing talent there. So,
A lot of auto-tune.
big time.
No, that's all authentic.
So we'll see. We'll see if something comes of this. Who knows, man? So Kate Hudson, speaking of musicians, has been immersed in music her whole life. Her father was musician Bill Hudson of the Hudson Brothers. She dated Matt Bellamy of Muse and was married to Chris Robinson of the Black Crowes. And on top of that, she is actually a really talented singer on her own.
Did you see the Neil Diamond movie?
I did not. No,
I did.
No.
It's good.
Yeah?
It's good, and she's really good.
So it's no surprise that her kids are musically inclined. So here's another one of those stories. On yesterday's Jennifer Hudson show, she explained that her 3 sons are all musical. And Jennifer asked her if she had considered forming a band. She said, yeah, I think it's kind of going to happen, adding that her daughter, Rainey, R-A-N-I, sings, dances, performs. Said she's got pop star energy. If anybody's thinking Partridge Family reboot, Kate Hudson may have the cast for you. So they have some talent.
Does anybody watch her show Turning Point?
No.
It's cute. She takes over for like the family business, which happens to be like a Lakers spin-off basketball team.
Right.
Okay.
And I mean, it's comedy, it's funny, it's good. It's
She's always likable.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's on Netflix. It's good.
All right, so I mentioned this before about a potential sequel to the Michael Jackson biopic. Michael, it's apparently officially in development now.
How about that?
They said that there was enough footage, but now it's going to happen.
Going into space.
Michael in space.
Is your name Rocky?
With oh my God, he's in
Gonna fight the fish.
he's in Project Hail Mary.
This is called my penis.
Oh my God,
And this is my anus.
Project Billie Jean.
Yeah.
So it could be
What do
filming.
you want to do now, Rocky?
So Adam Fogelson of Lionsgate said it could be begin filming this year or next. The first movie got off to a strong start, earned $217 million globally in its first weekend out, and it set a new record for music biopics. Actually, all biopics from what I read.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Fogelson noted there's plenty of material for a follow-up, saying there is a massive amount of music and life experiences that would fill more than a second movie on its own, and pointed to events like the 1993 Super Bowl halftime show. However, timing is uncertain due to the movie's director, Antoine Fuqua, being tied to another project.
Yes, that's true.
And Fogelson previously shared that they've got a head start on production. with a lot of extra footage already shot from the first go-around that could potentially be used in a sequel.
So in the second movie, there's some things they're going to have to absolutely address. They're going to have to address his famous judo fight with the bull.
What?
I don't remember that.
Oh, okay, maybe that's another guy. But yeah, I mean, there's so much in that life. I mean, the movie defied the critics. I mean, bad reviews from a lot of the critics, but the people love it.
Yeah, I mean, still has that star power.
I was watching, what was the documentary that about his preparation for the O2 Arena shows? This Is It?
This is
Yeah.
it, yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You cannot help but be blown away. I was watching, I sent you the video, Preston, of the guitarist who's terrific from...
From Toto. Yeah, why am I drawing a blank? Lukather, yeah. Steve Lukather.
Talking about how Michael would just verbalize the music.
Yeah, that's how he worked. He would just sing a melody. So for what was the song that Human Nature that he played on, and he also played the riff to Beat It. Steve Lukather did, and Michael would, rather than actually write on a piano or something like that, he would just sing these melodies. And of course, he had great tone. And the musician would kind of mimic what he played, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm looking
That's
for."
it.
Did he play any instruments? Did he play
I don't
piano?
think so.
Okay.
I don't
The
think so.
flutophone.
Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein star in Office Romance, an upcoming rom-com for Netflix. Lopez is an airline CEO who forms a risky relationship with the company's newest lawyer, played by Brett Goldstein. The movie co-stars Betty Gilpin, Amy Sedaris, Tony Hale, Bradley Whitford, and Edward James Olmos. That is going to be premiering on Netflix on June 5th. So another one of those.
Is he married? He's married, right?
Brett Goldstein?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
And I thought it was to somebody notable, but I can't remember.
Okay. Just curious. Because when you get in, I mean, I saw some of the clips and stills from the movie, and Jennifer Lopez looks amazing. And who knows? Yeah. All right.
We have a story about Jodie Sweetin from Full House. She was very successful on that show. The TV program went for 8 seasons. And one would think that she would be living comfortably off the residuals of her efforts in the sitcom. But the actor explained that reality isn't quite that rosy. She revealed that she received a residual check recently for a whopping 1 penny.
No.
She said, "I got a 1-cent check the other day," and supplied the reason for the mini payday, saying there's no syndication anymore because it's all in streaming. And she said, "Who gets paid for that? Nobody gets paid for that."
Do you know what's funny? Every year when we do I'm sure it's the same for you, Preston. We do our taxes. They're paying taxes in California because we get residual checks
From
from
It's
our
Always
appearance
Sunny.
on It's Always Sunny. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's
Is it a penny? Is it
$6
$20?
more than a penny?
Oh,
it's
I mean, that's
like a handful of dollars.
if it's a couple dollars, that's not bad for one episode.
Yeah.
So the drama surrounding this is a summer house story for you guys. You know, I try to dig deep.
That's really what you're into today.
Find something.
You're just enamored of the show.
The drama surrounding Amanda Batula and Wes Wilson's surprise romance will play out on TV. Bravo confirmed this week that the Summer House spinoff In the City filmed a new scene to address it.
I love the city.
Executive Francis Berwick said the footage appears in the premiere, explaining, "We did pick it up there.
I love the buildings.
In the City, shot last fall, premieres May 19th, features several current and former Summer House cast members
So exciting.
as Batula's storyline unfolds."
That's what I'm really interested in, how Batula's storyline will
Me
unfold.
too. Yeah. Meanwhile, the relationship has already sparked drama with leaked audio from the Summer House season 10 reunion capturing Ciara Miller calling Batula a snake
Oh my God.
and accusing Batula of betraying her by dating her ex.
There goes that girl squad.
In the City will premiere on May 19th. So
Oh, man, I'll
mark your
definitely-
calendar for that.
You may want to make a Siri note on that.
Let's see here. ABC has announced it is bringing back both Scrubs and Shifting Gears for another season.
Nice.
This settles much of the 2026-27 broadcast schedule for the network, with one current ABC scripted series still in limbo, R.J. Decker, starring Scott Speedman, which remains on the bubble.
So Scrubs, if you were those guys, think that cast initially, first season of Scrubs, that you'd be doing it again, getting good reviews, the show actually getting good numbers. This far on, it's pretty amazing.
It is. I would assume they never would have thought something like that would happen.
And shifting gears, the kid Maxwell Simpkins,
Yes.
he's a local kid.
Yeah, we've been wanting to get him on.
So I've been talking to him. He was actually supposed to be in town this week, but his travel plans got changed. So he'll be in studio over the summer.
nice. He's actually very funny.
Yeah.
All right, and then one last story before we move on to movies this weekend. Weapons director Zach Kreger remains in his horror lane with the upcoming big screen adaptation of the popular video game Resident Evil. Fans of the game will not see the characters that they're familiar with in the film. Instead, Kreger decided to use the game's universe but introduce new characters. Prior to this, there have been 6 Resident Evil films. This is something of a bit of a reboot of the franchise, and it'll hit theaters on September 18th.
I totally support this because I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
And we've been down that road again with these characters. He loves the game. One thing that he's doing, Preston, I think is really cool is he was talking about in those games as you played them as have I, you're always looking to upgrade your weapons. So that's what's happening in the movie. The framing of the movie too, when the movie's going along and the character looks up, the camera looks up as well. Like he's very conscious of recreating the
gameplay
tension
Oh.
that you experience in the game,
Okay.
as the player. So, I mean, listen, I love his stuff. I'm looking forward to this.
Like it. All right, so it is Friday, and if you're headed out to the theater, we can tell you about some movies that are opening up this weekend. So listen up, friend. Opening today, The Devil Wears Prada 2, comedy/drama starring Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci. Miranda, Andy, Emily, and Nigel return to the fashionable streets of New York City and the sleek offices of Runway magazine. This time, they join forces to take on a common nemesis and even more devious than the cutthroat fashion industry. It's an hour and 58 minutes long. It's rated PG-13. It's a wide theater release. And Rotten Tomato score gives it a 79%.
Nice.
Also opening this weekend is Hokum. It's a horror and thriller starring Adam Scott, David Wilmot, and Florence O'Desh. When novelist Ohm Bauman retreats to a remote inn to scatter his parents' ashes, he is consumed by tales of a witch haunting the honeymoon suite. Disturbing visions and shocking disappearances forces him to confront dark corners of his past. It's an hour and 47 minutes long, rated R, wide theater release, and Rotten Tomato score gives it a solid 89%. And then finally, Deep Water. It's a horror action thriller starring Aaron Eckhart, Ben Kingsley, and Angus Sampson. A flight from Los Angeles to Shanghai goes down in the middle of the Pacific. After surviving the crash, the survivors soon discover they're not alone, and they must survive the shark-infested waters. Hour and 48 minutes long. Rated R, wide theater release, and it gets a solid 80% at Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep.
And there
Good
you
reviews.
go. All right, let's go to the clips. American Gladiators is back with contestants competing against professional bodybuilders and athletes in physical contest. And here, Jesse Steele Goddard revels in his role as a gladiator.
I found myself, right? Like I finally have a home. Talk about the epitome of the focal point of everything that I've been able to accomplish, from start to finish in the last 2 decades. It's surreal.
My nipples are very sensitive.
Wow, this guy lives for this. The season finale of American Gladiator streams today on Prime Video. Here's our next clip. Monarch, Legacy of Monsters jumps between the founding of the mysterious Titan monitoring organization and modern day. It's a Titan monitoring organization in modern day. Here, Mari Yamamoto shares what it's like acting with both Kurt and Wyatt Russell.
It's interesting to see how those energies kind of filter through the character of Lee Shaw. And at the same time, you look into their eyes and it's like, oh my God, I see Kurt in Wyatt and I see Wyatt in Kurt. And it's sort of beautiful.
Could you shut up?
Season 2 finale of Monarch, Legacy of Monsters streams today on Apple TV+. There's your entertainment report. Yay! Ladies, sit down, everyone. Thank you. All right, so we had a lot of things taking place today. We love it that way, especially on a Friday. We got a lot of stuff to give to you on top of it. We have money from No Sad Dough. We got tickets to see Bobby Lee in Atlantic City this weekend. We have tickets to see Felipe Esparza this Friday. He's going to be stopping by later this morning in the 9 o'clock hour. Aries Spears will be in our studio today. We love having Aries by here. That's going to be in the 8 o'clock hour. And that also means that we are going to need to get to the Connoisseur segment when we return after the commercial break. So we'll dive into that. We have giveaways in conjunction with that. We also have the announcement of our Side Stage, Preston Steve Show Side Stage karaoke performers. And you know what? Actually, we should give away some tickets to see Bobby Lee right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll take caller number 18-610-660-933. Bobby Lee is playing tomorrow night, by the way, at Ovation Hall, Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City. So don't call if you can't go, but it's tomorrow night. Bobby Lee, hilarious. He'll probably be naked, just to let you know. Tickets are on sale now at theoceanac.com. So we'll take caller number 18, and we will set you up. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back in just a moment and officially get Friday underway. A lot to get to, so stay with us. Richard Arthur Potratz, that's it, Potratz, says that he's not sure why he started mixing hard liquor and narcotics cocktail of fentanyl and hydromorphone while driving a charter bus carrying 52 Saskatoon grade school students back in March.
Well, I just probably assume it seemed like the thing to do.
Yeah, the veteran driver, 71 years old, by the way, said in court that he'd been battling chronic back pain for 2 decades and the pills weren't cutting it anymore.
I've got some precious cargo here. It'd really help if I was tripping balls.
His pain was, he said, 12 on a scale of 10 that day. He was behind the wheel of a Prince Albert Northern Bus Lines charter with grades 6, 7, and 8 students on board. Saskatoon police responded to calls about an erotic driver.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone enjoying their trip? I know I am. I feel so steamy up here.
Erratic driver.
Look, he's got a boner.
Look at me. I'm going to touch the top of the bus. Peanut butter.
Erratic driver. They arrived to find the bus on the side of the highway, and Potratz passed out on the back seat of a car driven by a parent who was following. And he said, I've come to the full realization of how much fear I caused. I take full responsibility for what happened that day. He pleaded guilty to driving with a blood alcohol level over the legal limit. The prosecutor, Jane Lang, presented a report that detailed his various medical maladies and a victim impact statement from a teacher on the bus who asked to remain anonymous.
Normally I throw the book at you, but you are so goddamn erotic.
The teacher said that they thought of the Humboldt Broncos fatal crash. I don't know what that means.
No, yeah.
As they frantically buckled students into their seats while the bus wove across lanes and into the shoulder of the busy highway. Lang proposed a conditional sentence of 2 years to be served in the community, followed by a 2-year prohibition, and he did not contest the proposal.
By the way, did he in fact have back pain, or was that just a, did they confirm or deny that?
I don't know. I think he did, but you can't take fentanyl and booze and drive kids.
Yeah, maybe call out sick that day.
Yeah, maybe so.
It seems risky.
All right, one more story. I can't take this anymore. My nose is running like a faucet right now. I'm sorry. Let's end with this one. If driverless cars are the future, we might see way more of this. A Waymo took a left turn right into the middle of a police standoff, and it was all caught on video. Viral video spreading on social media shows one of the driverless ride service vehicles taking the left turn in downtown Los Angeles, cruising right into the middle of some crossfire. The problem is, the Waymo goes right past a man who's on the ground face down next to a truck as LAPD cars and officers lined up behind him and shout commands. Adding dramatic effect, an LAPD helicopter is heard circling overhead. And folks taking the video were laughing while the Waymo was driving into the eye of the storm.
Hi, I'm Johnny Cab.
A rep for Waymo said, the vehicle cleared the scene in a matter of seconds, and the passengers inside made it safely to their destination.
So the Waymo can't determine or realize that they're driving to an active shooting situation.
Yep. Waymo's rollout in Los Angeles hasn't been without some speed bumps. A car got pulled over in Beverly Hills for an illegal turn, and Waymo suspended service this summer when cars were being torched at some points. How can you tell if you're good in bed or you need some schooling in the sack?
Ask the pimp.
There are some warning signs to watch out for, according to sex coaches, therapists, and counselors.
And your neighbor who's watching through the binoculars.
Oh, and that guy, too. It's Steve next door.
Raise your pelvis.
Yeah. All right, so here are some things that might be some warning signs. You struggle to stay in the moment. It says a lot of us struggle with this, but psychologist and intimacy coach Dr. Lori Beth Bisbee points out that great sex requires all parties to be present, connected, and focused on each other and what they are doing. They don't have any examples of what not being in the moment in the middle of sex are.
No, this is something you can do if it's protocol, if it's frowned upon. Can you ask the cuck how?
You can talk to the cuck. Well, I don't know if you can or if she can.
Right?
It depends on who's cucking, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
Are there official rules to cucking?
I don't know.
There's Canadian rules.
Not official rules, but I think it's home field rules.
If it's Bill Weston, you can ask him questions because he'll give you answers.
I'd use your index finger. Ring finger never gets
talking and listen to me.
I need you to stop talking and use your index finger.
I get off. Here's another thing. You
don't leave out your elbow.
You don't check in before, during, or after sex. According to, oh my God, sexpert Annabelle Knight.
Oh my God.
Annabelle. Yeah. Never asking your partner what they like is a missed opportunity. Annabelle says silent sex isn't bad.
Oh, I'd like you to leave.
But zero communication often means zero collaboration.
Let's collab.
So you should talk about your likes and dislikes and your preferences.
With the mailman.
Well, if that's part of it, yeah. All right, here's another sign. Your partner has given up on giving you feedback. If they've tried before and felt that you didn't listen, sex and relationship coach Gemma Nice says that may be quiet quitting.
What's that
trying to
name?
talk about it. What?
What's her name again?
Gemma Nice.
Oh, I've never heard that.
Yeah, Gemma or Gemma, Gemma. Yeah.
It's a pretty name.
So here's another one. You rarely last long enough for your partner to finish. Women take longer, typically between 20 and 30 minutes, while men usually last between 5 and 7 minutes. Communication is key if this is a problem in your love life, so you can figure out how to make it work. You treat sex like a performance. Says trying too hard to be good in bed can backfire, so try to treat it like an experience and not a one-person show.
That's why I use Benadryl.
You don't have to show off.
Right.
Have you ever, in your years of sexual prowess, attempted something that was?
Oh, well outside my range.
Yeah.
I'm going to put this wingsuit away.
I remember,
and I don't know if prowess would ever apply to me.
I remember a couple times like saying things that were out of like porn and not realizing that porn is porn
and it's not real.
Sex is different than porn.
Formaldehyde.
I mean, no, you know what I mean.
I know what you're talking about.
And just having it, and in the middle of it, I'd be like, well, that's not how that was supposed to go.
Stop laughing.
No, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah. Now I'm embarrassed.
I'm going back.
I'm totally mad.
Yeah.
Absolute embarrassment. Yeah, don't believe porn.
Porn is not a good instructor.
Porn is a liar.
Yeah.
We're going to go in to the gift section of the store this morning, and we're going to tell you a little bit about the Golden Globes bag that they have, the gift bags they have to give away. The ultimate gift bag is what they call it.
These things, you just, many times they're mouth-wateringly good.
Yeah.
Like insane gifts.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine, because I love a gift bag. And the gift bags we get is, you might get like a sweatshirt or
a koozie.
or a koozie or a pen. I'm like, oh,
Not quite.
So the price, the worth is down a little bit from last year, but it still comes in at close to $1 million.
Isn't that
The
insane?
bag.
Yeah.
$1 million. And so it's a first come, first serve basis, which I don't really
I didn't realize
understand how you get in line to get these bags. So there are some things that are only limited, and if you don't get it before it's gone, then you don't get it.
So this is going specifically to the presenters, yes?
Presenters and nominees.
Okay.
So yeah, that's apparently it says the actual story that I have here said that it's first come first serve basis, and it is for I believe winners and presenters.
So and part of the deal where the dollar value is so high is because you have these major sponsors.
Yes.
They know they're going to get traction by being part of this bag.
All right, it may not be nominees. It just says winners and presenters.
Okay, all right.
All right, so listen to this. So they
make us envious.
Well, they have. Oh, it's big time. They have them broken down into a couple of categories. They have travel and experience, beauty and wellness, and then wine, spirits, and cigars.
So the travel sometimes blows me away.
Oh yeah. Well, get ready.
All right.
I won't even go through all of them. There's too many of them. So
Do they
here's
have koozies?
Here's one of the trips. Casa Belmar by Destinations in Paradise. So yeah, you have to mention these sponsors, and that's what they get. So it's a 3-night stay in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, at a beachfront villa. It's available to 5 recipients. It's a $25,000 value. But that's just the beginning. It gets more intense. So, Celestia Finici is a 5-day luxury yacht charter through the Coral Triangle in Indonesia.
I mean, come on!
That is a $60,000 gift, and it's available to all participants.
I get excited for my Dunkin' gift card.
Then you have the Conrad Koh Sumai, which is 3 nights in the Gulf of Thailand at the Royal Villa. It's a $15,370 value, available to 3 recipients. You have the Conrad Maldives Rengali Island. It's a 2-night stay at the Muraka, which is spelled Muraka, the world's first undersea residence, followed by a 2-night stay at the Rengali Ocean Pavilion. That's a $70,000 prize, and that's available to 5 recipients. I would like to see what the undersea residence looks like at the Conrad Maldives Rengali Island.
So I've did a whole bunch of YouTube videos on there's a handful of these places. There's one that looks amazing, Preston, where you're the hotel room, the suite, there are a couple of them are literally underwater, big, huge windows, like the toilet. You're literally looking out at the coral reef.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. I don't know if that's this one in particular.
Yeah.
But it's something that is a bucket list item.
There's one down in Florida called, and it's for scuba divers, but it's called the Jules Verne. My cousins stayed there because they're big scuba people,
and you
just dive right out of your room, and you're underwater.
So is it just the room? Because this was kind of like a suite underwater. Yeah.
And I think it's just the room, and just when I was looking at pictures, it didn't look like super extravagant, but it was just kind of cool.
I think this is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Preston.
I found a photo of it.
That's it.
And this is outrageous.
I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah. Wow.
Imagine if you wake up and you forgot you're in that room.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Drowning!
Here's a story about mall Santas. They work for Santa.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they handle the load leading up to Christmas.
Santa's got to go.
So, but
he's got a load to handle.
They recently have gone on Reddit and shared some of the best responses and silly responses from kids that they get who come and ask for things for Christmas.
I love this. Part of the fun of going over to the mall during the holidays.
Before we go to the Connoisseur, which we're going to do in a moment, tonight, Steve Morrison's going to be in one of our favorite places, Acme Markets, specifically the one in Roxborough.
Yeah.
And this is the 2nd annual Acme Idol karaoke in an Acme store.
You think of me, what do you think of?
I think
American Idol and karaoke.
Yeah. Great singing, man.
Yeah.
So you're there tonight, Steve, and people can come by and just compete.
So I'm going to tell you how it's going to go when I find out how it's going to go.
Okay.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. And apparently they had a good turnout the first time you just show up and participate. And there's going to be judging. I'm going to be judging. And I'm going to find out. You'll find out with me. We'll play in the supermarket. We'll hang out. I might even make love to you.
Oh, okay. In a shopping cart.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so that's tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Acme in Roxborough. Come by and see Steve. And if you feel like it, sing a little bit.
I'm going to sing.
And I would imagine they'll have some snacks and things. I don't know.
It's great.
Just a guess. So.
By the way, it's been a wonderful, the manager of that Roxborough has been a location, which is a great location. I go there, is always supportive. And the crew there are always supportive of all the Camp Out for Hunger stuff that we do. So it's my pleasure to go down and be there. Case, we did an event there as well. They have a cool little like a bar, sort of.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
cafe.
Like a pub.
A pub,
Like a pub,
a
yeah.
tasting room, A little sit around. Yeah,
Yeah.
me, you, and Marissa were all
Yeah,
there.
it was cool.
They always
Yeah.
put out a nice spread of snacks,
Yes, yeah.
and then you can actually, grab a drink while you're there and dine and all. But all ages are welcome.
Exactly.
6 to 8 tonight. Join Steve at Acme for Acme Idol second
Acme
one.
Idol.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
It's time for the Connoisseur.
This is something we do on Friday mornings. I stack up some stories about food and beverage and present them to you in this particular package. And you know what? We also give away all kinds of prizes when we do the Connoisseur. And this week, today, we will be giving away, when we play the clip, so get yourself set, tickets to see Five Finger Death Punch. Monday, July 20th at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. Tickets for that show are on sale now, but you can win them for free with the Connoisseur. So hold on. We will get some clips in just a moment and see if you can win those tickets. So we're going to start with this. This is from Food and Wine magazine. And of course, some cities are better for the budget than others when it comes to dining. And Food and Wine highlights which ones are best for diners looking for affordable options. So these are the most and least expensive U.S. cities for dining out. So I have both, the expensive ones and the least expensive. So,
Yeah, I assume, but you go ahead. I think I know what's going to be at the top.
okay, so they analyzed Yelp data to find the U.S. cities with the most high-dollar restaurants and those that are best for budget meals. What would you say is the most expensive then, Steve?
I mean, that I would think would be Manhattan, would be New York City.
Yeah, New York is New York, and Jersey City, New Jersey are tied for the largest percentage of expensive restaurants.
I mean, so if you've gone in and occasionally you are the connoisseur, you like a good meal, and sometimes you go in and you say, okay, I know I'm going to get taken to the cleaners for this meal.
for sure.
Yeah, but that's what you do.
Yep. All 5 of the high-priced cities for dining are among the top 10 most expensive cities in the country, according to global statistics, by the way. So you have New York and Jersey City as number one. They have a couple of cities tied to each one of these. So second is San Francisco, Oakland, and Hayward, California.
San Francisco.
There you go.
Poop.
Number 3, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach, Florida.
All right.
Number 4, Los Angeles, Long Beach, Anaheim in California.
All right, I see how it goes. All right.
Yeah. And then number 5 is Boston and Cambridge, Massachusetts.
What's your sometimes you'll go to a restaurant and their prices aren't listed on the menu. That's could be a red flag.
Yeah.
What's your cutoff if you're going in for, like, say you're going in for a steak?
Oh, man.
How high will you go? Let's say it's a legendary steak.
I don't know, man.
Will you just feel like, I can't do that?
It depends on the occasion.
Right.
If we're going to go to somewhere that's really up in prices, it's usually for an occasion of some
Right.
type. I don't know, Steve, man. I've looked at some and gone, wow, are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a 6-ounce filet for $60 or
That's what I was
something
thinking.
ridiculous
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, wow.
It also depends, Steve, on who is paying.
Like if you're with Preston or Michelle, Michelle's obviously going to pay.
She does that little trick. She
Claire does
picks
the
up
same
the
thing.
tab without me knowing about it. So I don't know. Do you have a number?
To me, I think you're talking about that range. Like, if you really want it, if it's something that's just really top level, I could see starting to squirm like at the $50, $60 range for the main
Steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not a steak guy, but
That's usually the
Yeah.
priciest,
Right.
or the steaks on.
I mean, that's it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating something, maybe.
You guys are going to hate me to say this, but like this is why my friends and I do it. We will maybe order that one $60 steak for the table.
Right.
And then everybody gets some of it and then get other dishes. So it's kind of
No,
like
I
it
see
evens
that.
out. Like if the other
Yeah.
dishes are $20 or $30,
Right.
then it evens out.
You make
you and-
everything sort of a tapas kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you and your husband don't eat steak.
Yeah, I was just saying maybe we'd get the halibut if that was like that. Yeah.
Okay. Man, is when you see market price, is that a scam?
No, I think it's just the item fluctuates so much, or it is that expensive that
Yeah.
it's not worth putting the price
It's usually
on the menu.
seafood that's a
Yeah.
market
Right.
price.
That's
Yeah.
usually on that.
The top, here you go. This is more our language. The top 5 metro areas with the largest percentage of affordable restaurants.
This is what we want.
And we'll work our way from the bottom up on this one. Number 5 is Minneapolis, St. Paul, Bloomington, Minnesota. Number 4, Atlanta, Sandy Springs, and Roswell, Georgia. So these general areas. Number 3 is the Houston, Woodlands, Sugarland, Texas region. Number 2 for most affordable, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Arlington, Texas. And number 1, the area with the largest percentage of affordable restaurants, Detroit, Warren, Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay.
Casey, you've been up to Detroit a few times now. You got a kid in college there.
Yeah.
Have you done any nicer dining there, or has it all just been mom's spaghetti and whatnot?
I didn't even eat at Mom's Spaghetti. I just went in there to buy a T-shirt, which they didn't have available. But I'm trying to think if I've ever eaten in Detroit. I've
eaten?
Yeah, I
You
mean
sit down and have a real meal.
Yeah, other than the airport, and they had like a Jolly Pumpkin, which is like a brew house there.
So
no.
not out and about.
No, I've only eaten really in and around Lansing, and so there's some nice and Ann Arbor as well.
Okay.
There are the airports are doing a good job of getting local businesses into the airport, like you said. But I've had more than a few people say to me recently that they are falling in love with Detroit.
Yeah.
That it's really like coming around. They would move there. Maybe Philadelphia is a little too metropolitan for them, but someplace like Detroit, they like.
I still haven't found an area in and around Detroit that I was like, yeah, this is great.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
I've been wasting my life.
one of the last times we were there, we had a few hours to kill before, we had to, get to our flight. So we drove around. We went to the Motown Museum. We got in there. They're like, sorry, all sold out.
Oh, no.
That whole area wasn't all that really nice. Then I wanted to go to Grosse Pointe because I love the movie Grosse Pointe Blank, only to find out that the movie wasn't shot there. And that was just okay.
Okay.
It was a little bit of a...
So you're not on the list of people who have fallen in love with it?
Not really.
Yeah.
No.
But, I mean, listen, any major metropolitan area is going to have a series of great restaurants.
Absolutely.
You got to find them. All right, so that's according to Food and Wine. Let's play our first clip that has to do with food or drink. And if you get this right and you call in with the answer, we will have tickets to see Five Finger Death Punch Monday, July 20th, Freedom Orange Pavilion. Here's our first one.
Give us a bottle of your finest champagne, 5 shrimp cocktails, and some bread for my brother.
We have a Dom Perignon 71 at $120.
That'll be fine, pal.
All right, 610-660-9333. If you know what movie that is from, call us right now. Order up. I thought this was quite interesting, and I was going to put it in the Just Saying Institute, but I think it fits wonderfully here for the Connoisseur segment. According to a new study, stolen food actually does taste better.
Yeah.
All right, so this is when you take food from someone else's plate.
Yeah.
It tastes better. Research from the Russian Medical Academy of Continuous Professional Education. They had 120 participants that took part in an experiment to see if moral transgression might enhance gustatory pleasure. They were given the same French fries to eat on 4 occasions, and despite the servings being identical, people got them in different ways. They were either given their own portion directly, or fries were gifted by another diner, and participants were also instructed to covertly take the fries from someone else's plate when they were distracted, or to steal them in a higher risk situation where a stern-looking stranger was watching. The study found that the higher the risk, the tastier the fries were reported to be.
I'm going to be the outlier here because I don't steal from plates, and I don't allow stuff to be stolen from my plate. So, I would think no. I wouldn't derive extra taste benefit from the theft.
I absolutely steal fries from people.
yeah.
And I will, especially if I have been the one that has been sent to go to the fast food restaurant to grab them in the drive-thru.
Yep.
There is a handling fee that needs to be paid. Am I right?
I literally just did this on Wednesday. I went to Chick-fil-A and I ate bag fries, and then I took the container that had the most fries in it. I'm like, that's your tax.
I'm going to
guy.
contend that the theft has not taken place, that the food has not been dispersed.
Okay. Fair enough.
If the
All
food
right,
is not, if the food has not been dispersed, I don't think you're committing a crime.
So then, do you do that, Steve?
If I'm going to pick up stuff and there's yes, I will do that.
Okay, so
If
that's
the
why
food-
you're not calling it a crime.
Yeah, because it's the law. I hate to point you to the Supreme Court
Well, two
decision
things.
on French fries.
I paid for it and I picked it up. There is a tax. There is a fry tax.
Yeah.
I think we're all on
But I
agreement
mean,
here.
once the food is presented and it is in front of the individual,
Yeah.
No.
Then it's full on.
then
theft.
it's full on theft.
I go as far as to plot the fry that I'm going to steal.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one that's kind of hanging over the plate. I'm like, that's the one I want.
Oh, you'll eyeball it.
Oh, hell
You'll pick
yes.
out the sexiest fry
Hell
on the
yes.
plate. All
Will
right.
you steal sitting at a table? Will you reach over and grab food off someone's plate?
Sure, if they're
will?
not looking.
Oh, what if they are looking? I'll totally do it too.
Well, yeah, I mean, and then I'll get a death stare or something
I
like
mean,
that.
listen, I might actually murder you if you take the fry that I have been eyeing up on my plate. Yeah. And then one of the good things about grabbing lunch with Chuck is my idea of the best fry and his idea of the best fry are two different fries. So I love a nice soggy fry, and he
likes
does not.
crispy?
Yeah.
I will always get additional fries. I'll get like just to make sure everyone is more than covered in the fry department, but you cannot pilfer my fries.
All right.
There are several sacred things in this world that you don't ever mess with. One of them happens to be another man's fries. Now you remember that, and you will live a long and healthy life.
I love that scene from Men at Work.
It's great.
He grabs his hand and just always like, there are several things that are sacred in a man's life.
In the movie with the Rat Pack with the guy, the actor playing Dean Martin, I'm having a brain fart. But the mob member.
Oh, Montana. Joe Montana, yeah.
Starts to take something over his plate.
Yeah, he had a shrimp.
Yeah.
And a gangster,
Gangster.
reaches out to grab it, and he just smacks his hand and goes, those are spoken for. It's a great
I
line.
agree, yeah.
Yeah. So here's the study found that the higher the risk, the tastier fries are reported to be. People rank the stolen fries as almost 40% more enjoyable than those served directly to them, even though they were exactly the same. Study authors found that across the experiments, guilt was positively associated with enjoyment, as was excitement. The fries taken covertly from these stern-looking strangers were found to be far better than the ones given to participants by volunteers or from another participant. Beyond the taste, stealing fries also left many people feeling excited, although they did also feel guilty as well.
He's got a boner.
But researchers note that stealing food in the real world puts you at risk of legal consequences, which would probably override any boost of flavor or excitement from eating it. So I thought that was a really interesting peek at French fries. All right, let's see if you know what the actual clip. Casey, if you could reset that for me.
Oh, shoot.
It's all good. I had you change that up on a fly, so no big deal. Let's see if you know what this is from.
Give us a bottle of your finest champagne, 5 shrimp cocktails, and some bread for my brother.
We have a Dom Perignon 71 at $120.
That'll be fine, pal.
All right, let's see if you know what it is. We're going to go to Mike and try and get an answer. Hey, Mike, you're on the air, bud. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, Mike. What movie is it from?
That is the Blues Brothers.
Yes, that is correct, sir. With Paul Rubens given the price of the champagne in that, mind you. All right, hang on. We're going to give you information. We're going to get you information. We're going to set you up with tickets to see Five Finger Death Punch Monday, July 20th at Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. We have another clue teed up. Let's see if you know what this is from.
You look awesome. I know, right? Okay, so I got enough cheese and crackers for 8 people. Do you think that's enough? Yeah.
All right, 610-660-9333. Order up. Sorry. All right, so was that you just going, Marissa? All right, so I'm not going to do a fast food roundup this week. But I do have one fast food story for you, and it's an interesting one. This is from Parade Magazine. They have found a list of the strangest fast food items to hit menus across the country, according to them.
Okay.
And these are some interesting ones, and Steve, you will definitely know a few of these.
Oh, so these are over time, not currently.
Yeah, so in the 1960s, let's see, McDonald's had the Hula Burger.
The Hula Burger.
It was It was a slice of grilled pineapple topped with cheese and served on a bun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it came in the 1960s as meatless options for Lent to keep Catholic customers coming in on Fridays.
Do you know what it led the way to? It led the way to the
Filet of fish.
Filet of fish?
Yeah, it disappeared.
Okay. Yeah.
So, it got crushed by the filet of fish and disappeared after barely selling anything. Then you have the Taco Bell seafood salad. That was back in the 1980s. They tried a combo of shrimp, snow crab, and white fish mixed with lettuce, tomatoes, and olives, served in a fried tortilla shell as a fresher, lighter alternative to tacos and burritos. But it didn't last long because people weren't buying up seafood through a drive-thru that was served like taco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I would not be down with that.
I told you that. I don't even know if it's still offered, but it used to be when they were competing really before they'd broken from the pack. And here was your quote-unquote fast food, Mexican fast food. They had a thing called the Bell Beefy. Do any of you remember that?
No.
It was simply taco meat on a bun. It was basically for the hamburger lover in the car that didn't want to have Mexican food. They thought that would be enough.
No. That sounds like a sloppy Joe, essentially.
That's basically what it is.
But with like cumin and
exactly.
chili powder.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Then you have the KFC Double Down. You guys remember this. It was a sandwich wrapped, the sandwich swapped bread for 2 fried chicken fillets, which held bacon, cheese, and sauce together.
I love their aggressive, anti-green, anti-salad posture.
It was over the top and grabbed viral attention from those who loved the excess of it and critics who felt like they were eating what seemed like an inside-out sandwich. You had, I remember this, McDonald's McSalad shakers.
Yes.
All right, was this just a salad in a cup that you shake up?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Right.
So it was, they were trying to go healthier. The salad was served in a clear plastic cup that you shake to mix. You threw, you threw the dressing in there and you'd shake it up.
Right.
And it didn't last long.
By the way, if you watch the people that fed America, the History Channel series, they talk about a lot of these things. A lot of them come out of the regular corporate R&D, but a lot of them come from franchisees that come up with these ideas.
Okay.
All right, so these are unusual fast food items. You have the Burger King Whopperito.
Whopperito. I don't remember the
Neither do
Whopperito.
I.
Me neither.
So it had all the Whopper fillings, beef, lettuce, tomato, and cheese, but they were wrapped in a tortilla instead of a bun, and there was a queso-style sauce to try to make the mashup work, but it had a short run before it ended up disappearing forever. Then you have the Little Caesars spaghetti bucket. And it was a bucket filled with pasta, and there was a lot of food for a little money, but the bucket presentation was apparently a turnoff for many.
I like the Famunda butt nuggets. They were really good.
The bucket, it reminded me of Casey's bag of spaghetti.
Yeah. Dude, it's not a bad idea.
It's not,
spaghetti.
and I still am a little off-put by...
I haven't brought you a bag of spaghetti?
I was sick. And I was at home, and Casey kept sending these text messages. I'm going to bring you a bag of spaghetti. I'm going to bring you a bag of spaghetti. I thought he was being serious.
Yeah.
Why not?
It was not an obvious joke to me.
Yeah.
And I literally did not make dinner that night because he said he was bringing me a bag of spaghetti.
I'll tell you why. Do you remember, was it Stella Doro, or what is there were the quasi-higher end meals that would be like lasagna and spaghetti in bags that you would boil.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Right?
Yeah,
That's like
absolutely.
And they were
sous vide,
good.
right?
Yeah, they were decent. They got the job done for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a series of things that you would throw into a boiling pot of water and heat for, 2 minutes or whatever.
Mostly pasta, right?
Yeah,
Right.
stuff like that. Yeah. So there were some vegetable and cheese dishes too, or soups that you could do that way.
Exactly.
But I guess the microwave oven was much more convenient.
Yeah.
You know what came from that realm, though, and I love them, the French bread pizzas.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Which cause more damage to your mouth. The hottest thing you could possibly imagine.
You get the burn flap.
Oh, yeah.
on the roof of your mouth.
Mouth labia.
All right, and then one last thing: the Burger King Bacon Sundae.
No, never heard of that.
It was a vanilla soft serve sundae with chocolate fudge and caramel and strips of bacon. It came out in 2012. Apparently, around that time, the bacon craze had hit everything from cocktails to donuts. But this felt like a bit of a stretch, and people didn't get behind it.
This is like their pork chop pops.
Yeah.
Around this time, they were also serving at Burger King Kraft macaroni and cheese as a side.
Okay.
I missed that.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
That was
I've
really
often-
good in like the little cup.
Yeah, I've often mentioned on the show. This is it makes me think fondly of my mother. She loved it. The Yumbo at Burger King.
Yeah, what was that again?
It was Canadian bacon.
Oh, yeah.
Egg,
sorry.
and on a croissant. The Yumbo.
The Yumbo. All right, let's play this clip and see if somebody knows what it's from. Here.
You look awesome. I know, right? Okay, so I got enough cheese and crackers for 8 people. Do you think that's enough? Yeah.
All right, we go to Joe. Hi there, Joe.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, bud. All right, name the movie.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, you got tickets. Hang on, Joe. Going to send you to see Five Finger Death Punch. They're going to be playing Monday, July 20th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, and you can get those tickets as they are on sale now. We got another food clip queued up. Here we go.
Get me lunch. Soy salmon, lemon zest risotto, cucumber sliced into 2-inch diagonals at 1/8 of an inch width, sprinkled with 7 leaves of parsley, shredded, not torn.
All right, 610-660-9333. Order up. Got a local story for you. I always try to include something like this. Brauhaus Schmidt's Mayfest Spring Festival is coming up tomorrow. Starts tomorrow, by the way. So it's 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., and this is a German event. All kinds of great food and drink available.
Are you attracted to that cuisine in the sort of Oktoberfest vein?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, most definitely. I don't eat German fare often, but I do love, knockwurst and bratwurst and schnitzel and sauerkraut and those standard fare. Now, I don't know German cuisine all that well, other than those just kind of stereotypical things that you hear, but I do like that kind of hearty meat and meat and cheese and bread and type of thing.
So the things you mentioned are the things that I don't like, like anything in like a sock, but
a casing.
But that's
You don't like
all-
sausages?
For the most part, like low rent Jimmy Dean, incinerated, but not like the bratwurst and stuff like that. But it does look like a gluttonous revelry that I like. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I am a fan.
I like the pretzels.
So if you do you like if you're gonna if you are gonna have sausage,
Right.
do you prefer the patties or the links?
The links.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this is going to be taking place on South Street. They're going to close down South Street at the 700 block for the all-day, all-ages celebration. You'll get authentic German culture, live music, delicious food, and lots of German beer as well. They have all-day outdoor block party, no charge to attend. Food and drink, pay as you go. So that's how it's working.
All right.
But there are VIP tickets that are available for $100, and that does include food, drink, and access to the Brauer Bund, where you will find seating, private bathrooms, extensive German food buffet, and TVs to catch sporting events of the day, and the Kentucky Derby will be on too.
I used to do a joke in my act about Oktoberfest was followed by Das Puken and Krapten. Ryan, you've been to Oktoberfest, yes?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it is an unbelievable party, and the private bathroom part of that is worth the price of admission. The bathroom situation at Oktoberfest is quite adventurous.
I would imagine, right? I mean, is it the vast majority of people that are there they're there for the gluttony? Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
The
It's for the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant steins of beer. But I mean, the food was incredible. Like getting like the bratwurst and the schnitzels, and the food is remarkable. So
Yeah. Did you do, so were you in Munich?
Munich.
Did you go to Hofbrauhaus?
I did. So there are 17 of the larger tents and then 21 of the smaller ones. I mean, they get millions of people annually at this festival. It's wild.
If you ever want to see a feat of strength, watch videos of the beer maids carrying those mugs. I think they carry like 8 or 10 at a time.
It's astonishing.
They not only like 8 in their hands alone, but then they stack them on top. And I mean, dude, I have one of those mugs. My sister and I went years ago. The one mug alone is very heavy. It's very thick glass, and they fill those things up with beer, and they carry. It's unbelievable how they carry that many of them. They have to have their elbows in real tight when they do it.
Oh yeah, there was a technique because I asked one of the waitresses how they did that, and she went, "Well, practice."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. So it's pretty remarkable how they do that, and it's fun to drink them too. I can also say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Marissa pulled it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're carrying 12 of them. That is insane.
I wonder
man.
what the collective weight of those mugs filled with beer is.
I mean, because it looks like it's the size of a keg.
It does.
Right?
So the beer, I'd say ounce-wise, those glasses have to be 30 ounces at least. I mean, that you're talking more than 2 beers.
I think they're liter steins. I think whatever that translation is.
What about drinking steins?
And some of these girls are really pretty German ladies too. And the fact that they can carry all that beer is so impressive, man. So for more information, you can visit www.brauhausschmidt.com or follow Brauhaus Schmidt on social media for events, updates, and announcements. So that's tomorrow, and they're closing down South Street, and it's looking like clouds tomorrow, high of about 61
Actually,
or so.
good weather for this.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Should be pretty amiable. All right, let's play a clip again, see if somebody knows what movie this is from.
Get me lunch. Soy salmon, lemon zest risotto, cucumber sliced into 2-inch diagonals at 1/8 of an inch width, sprinkled with 7 leaves of parsley, shredded, not torn.
All right, we're going to Ryan. Hey, Ryan, good morning.
Good morning. You guys rock.
All right, do you know what that's from, Ryan?
It would be Cruella.
Cruella.
Well done.
Hang on, Ryan. We're going to give you those tickets to Five Finger Death Punch coming up on July 20th, Freedom Mortgage Pavilion. I'm not ready yet, Marissa, but do you have a story today?
I do.
All right, good. Just want to check on that. All right, let's get to another clip. Here No, it's a clip. All right, let's see if you know what movie.
Where's this music from?
Let's see if you know what movie this clip is from. It has to do with food or drink.
How do you respond to some of your critics? They have said a mop of tangled hair, a child's contour map of the Battle of Gettysburg, cathartic disintegration, degenerate. What do you say to that?
You forgot baked macaroon.
Well,
all right, 610-660-9333. Now we get the music. Order up. I'll do one more, and then we'll get from Marissa a story. So I thought this would be a fun one for me to wrap with. Capri Sun is jumping into the hydration game with Capri Sun Hydrate. Its first ever electrolyte drink made just for kids.
Okay.
The new pouches come in fruit punch, tropical punch, and lemon lime. They're designed to feel a bit more functional with added vitamin E, no artificial extras, and 50% less sugar than typical sports drinks.
There is a electrolyte drink for kids. It's called Pedialyte.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
But since this comes in the pouch, and it's more fun for kids, you know.
We
let's go ahead.
When I was growing up, we weren't a juice box family. We weren't a Capri Sun family.
Box hero.
We were also not a fruit roll-up family, and I was so jealous of people with fruit roll-ups and juice boxes at lunch. I don't know why. I think it's just because we didn't have it. Yeah.
Fruit roll-ups are cool.
I know.
They were fun,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
I predated that. We were just basically,
fruit.
Yeah, pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
So, yes, it's a shift from pure lunchbox nostalgia to something that parents might feel better about tossing in, blending in some fun with a more purposeful twist. Rolling out at major retailers like Walmart, Target, and Amazon. The big question is whether kids will treat it like a true sports drink or just another pouch.
Were your kids into the Capri Suns?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In fact, Rochelle gets them every now and then. I think we keep them like our shore house in case there's some kids coming over. So, yeah.
So we had some juice boxes that we got for of the family party, and the holiday party, and it's been in sort of our refrigerator unit. They don't age well.
No.
I took a sip of apple juice. I guess it started to turn. Yeah, it was bad. It will become like wine eventually, won't it?
Yeah.
Or unless I'm.
Oh, I don't know if it'll ferment or not, but
it seems to be on that path.
Yeah,
it did not taste good.
When you tasted it, did you go? That's the noise you make. All right, let's see if you can identify this movie.
how do you respond to some of your critics? They have said a mop of tangled hair, a child's contour map of the Battle of Gettysburg, cathartic disintegration, degenerate. What do you say to that?
You forgot baked macaroon.
Well,
All right, let's go to this caller, and it is Tyler. See if we can get the answer. Hey, Tyler, good morning.
Hey, good morning. You guys rock.
Thanks, buddy. All right, name that movie, brother.
Pollock.
Pollock.
Yes.
Very good. And you, sir, get tickets to see Five Finger Death Punch. Like I said, July 20th, Freedom Arch Pavilion. All right, one last movie clip to play. Here we go.
Hi, we're serving dinner now. Our selections tonight are chicken piccata or seafood gumbo.
Excuse me, does the gumbo have corn in it?
I am Cornholio. I need piccata for my bunghole.
All right, 610-660-9333. And now, are we ready for this?
Yep.
It's the Connoisseur Encore with Marissa Magnata.
For tasting more, it's encore.
Come on.
And now, it's the Connoisseur Encore with Marissa Magnata. We got to get it right.
More, it's encore.
All right, Marissa, what you got for us?
Nailed it. All right. Do you guys remember that last year we found out that Philadelphia is home of the pizza world champion?
Yes.
So the news came out. It broke a little while ago. We announced it here on the Preston and Steve show. It's David Eade, who is the owner of Pizzata. They have a couple locations in the city. He won the Roman Pan division for the 2025 World Pizza Championship in Las Vegas.
I remember the Roman Pan. I had not heard of that before. Okay.
Exactly. And here might be why. Because you couldn't actually get that pizza here in Philadelphia.
Oh.
It was a family recipe that he made that he entered into the competition, but he wasn't serving it at his restaurants until now.
Okay.
They actually, because it was a little cost prohibitive, it was labor intensive to make that bread, the focaccia style bread, but they changed it all up. They invested, they bought a new oven, they have new plans laid out, and now in Pizzata in Fittler Square, you can get that world famous world champion pizza every day of the week.
Do you know what are the? I forget because I do remember the story and reporting on it. But what are the? Is it a classic pizza? Are there unique toppings?
Well, so it's like the Roman style, Steve. So it's kind of like the focaccia, the thick crust.
So that's a hell of a pizza.
That is a hell of a pizza. And that's not like you make dough one day and it's ready the next day.
Right,
it's like a long
right.
process. It's very labor intensive. But they are making it now on at Pizzata on 22nd Street. So that Logan Square, Rittenhouse-ish area. And they actually like kind of revamped the menu. They're also serving some new sandwiches, including like a ribeye cheesesteak with creamy cacio pepe sauce. And they're making their own rolls. And you can get this Roman-style pizza along with the other, New York-style pizza crust that they're serving up there.
I love focaccia bread.
Yeah, me too. But I've never had this Roman-style pizza before. I got to try this out for sure.
All right, well, let's take a road trip.
It's available. Excellent. All right, let's see if we can get a winner for this particular clip. See if we can identify him.
Hi, we're serving dinner now. Our selections tonight are chicken piccata or seafood gumbo.
Excuse me, does the gumbo have corn in it?
I am Cornholio. I need piccata for my bunghole.
All right, we're going to go to Mike. Hey, Mike, good morning. Mike, do you know what movie that is from?
Is that Beavis and Butthead?
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, I don't know the rest of it.
I'll give it to you. Beavis and Butthead Do America. Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
Thanks.
All right, Mike,
Thanks,
hang
buddy.
on. We'll get you those tickets. You're going to go and see Five Finger Death Punch July 20th at the Freedom Arch Pavilion. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And that is all we have time for in the Connoisseur this morning. We have a lot of guests on the program today. We have a lot of things to give away, so we're not done doing that.
No.
Why don't we give away some tickets right now to see one of our guests who's going to be coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Felipe Esparza is going to be performing tonight at the Lansdowne Theater. Tickets are on sale now via the lansdownetheater.com. But if you're calling number 12, we'll give you tickets right now.
Nice.
610-660-9333. We will take a break, come back in a second. We'll have your shot at winning $1,000 with no sad dough, and we'll get some bizarre file stories too. Plus, announcing who's going to be performing at the Preston and Steve Show side stage at the MMRBQ. Find out next.
Is to see the kids sitting in the awe of meeting Santa, sometimes the terror.
Yeah.
But it's so adorable.
So this parent said, my son asked for a Green Bay Packer one year.
Just not a jersey, a player.
He had an entire plan about how he would feed him and take him outside to exercise, and he could sleep next to his toddler bed if he wanted to.
Was it a specific Packer or just any Packer?
It just said a Green Bay Packer, so I don't know. Another mall Santa said, I had a 15 to 17-year-old girl whisper to me that she wished that her acne would go away. Aww. And I, of course, had no training, and I was a dumb 22-year-old, and I told her that it would go away on its own. And I don't know if I traumatized her or helped her or not. Aww.
I think there was a documentary about mall Santas, and there was a woman who ran basically a school for how to interact with kids. It was the sweetest thing because they will get a kid who maybe have a situation like, can you make the acne go away? Can you get mommy and daddy back together again?
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there in the mall, you've got to address that. You know.
Yeah.
But it's a wonderful. It's just such a magical thing.
Yeah. I saw a really sweet video yesterday, and it was at Universal Studios in California, and you can meet the Grinch, and of course they have great actors at these parks. And there's a guy playing a Grinch, and this little girl comes up, and he's going, "Oh, you've been waiting your whole life to meet me," and say this, and she just looks up at him and goes, "Hola." And he goes, "Oh, no hablo inglés." And he goes into fluent Spanish, and the girl just lights up.
Don't you just want to? It's like the scene in Miracle on 34th Street with the deaf girl.
Oh, my God.
Tell me that doesn't kill you.
Okay, so I've seen that post several times that they go, it was Richard Burton who played the Santa Claus?
No, it was Richard Attenborough.
Sorry, Attenborough. But they say in the posts I've seen several times, it's like, the actress is deaf, and she didn't know that Richard Attenborough was going to sign back to her.
Right, yeah.
And that her reaction is real. I don't think that's legit.
It may not be.
Because it's a movie.
Yeah,
They've prepared for all of this stuff.
Because what if she signed what the F?
Yeah. But I don't know. It seems too good to be true.
So in the original, the girl speaks German or something. Yeah,
Santa Claus.
And what do you want for Christmas? This isn't playing the way we want it.
Und easy bake oven.
An Ohio man was recently arrested for sending a baggie of methamphetamine through a bank's drive-through pneumatic tube system. Jason G. Smith was booked on drug-related charges earlier this week. We just had a story about a week ago of a guy sent a burning cigar in through one of those tubes. This incident occurred at a bank just east of Columbus. On the day in question, a bank employee called deputies to report finding a crystal-like substance consistent with methamphetamine in a baggie that accompanied a transaction sent through one of the bank's air tubes.
He looked like he could use a little meth.
Subsequent testing determined the substance in the small bag was, in fact, methamphetamine. Over the course of the ensuing investigation, authorities determined the defendant had inadvertently sent the package to the bank through the drive-thru.
Perhaps the bank has a Christmas meth club.
He was located nearby. With the use of a police dog, they recovered additional suspected drugs and drug-related items from his truck, and they transported him to the county jail.
You want to willpower your way through like better mental health, listen, mental health is mental health, but mental well-being. You set a foundation, set your alarm a little bit earlier, get up, meditate, maybe read some positive literature, things along those lines.
Rub one out.
I think that helps. I think that, and then you take a little nappy poo afterwards.
To start? That's like midday, right?
Rub one out?
Yeah, why not?
There are a few different ways you can do it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's beautiful if the sun's rising through the window.
It's funny because, I talk to a lot of these people, and I'm talking like, people that I've met in like 12-step programs and stuff, and this is their foundation. They get up, they have a cup of coffee, and they read some literature, and they get a good foundation. They surround themselves with positive people, right? Yeah. And I sit there and I listen to this. I'm like, I already get up at 4:30. I can't get up any earlier to read this sort of stuff. So I have to figure out what sort of foundation would work best for me to set my mental well-being for the rest of the day.
I get up at 3:30 and I read poetry and I have my cup of coffee and I meditate and I rub one out.
No, I rub one out while I'm meditating. That's what I do.
Instead of a mantra.
Yeah.
Do you think anybody is right now while they're listening to us?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
Hey there. How you doing?
I wonder if someone, I don't want to go on down this path, but I wonder if someone uses
us,
the show,
as sexual stimulant.
Listen, weirder things have happened. You've seen Pornhub.
This is true.
Yeah, there's people who get off on Rumspringa.
I don't know, man.
All right,
Anyway, how do I put this back on track?
610-663.
No, don't call in now. We're good.
I saw a video yesterday, and it looked great for a moment, and it was like, think of a piece of grid paper, and the person was filling in with colors what their like anxiety level was every single day of the year, if they worked out, if there was a rest day, and it was great for like one flip, and then she kept flipping and flipping and flipping, and she would have spent 10 or 15 minutes of her day just classifying what that day was to her.
That's too much work.
That becomes that very act of doing that, Marissa, would prove stressful to me.
Oh my gosh.
So again, I think you and I kind of do the same sort of thing. We pick our things, we lock, we're very habitual.
Yeah.
Any deviation from routine can be very alarming. So I try to get a little better with that. But, I always say, to people, do what's comfortable in a smaller way. Like, you see the people, as we talk about many times in January, who are sitting there with a salad without any dressing or anything on, and I'm going to eat cardboard, I'm going to lose weight, and whatever. Do something. Cut back on one thing.
Right.
Eat at a different time. You don't have to slam yourself.
A January 1st or January 2nd complete abrupt halt and change
Not
into
gonna
it
work.
it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? So like take a tip from What About Bob and just take baby steps, right? If you have this goal of what you want to be or achieve, then give yourself some time to get there.
And January 1st, you say I'm going to rub 5 out. Rub 1 out.
Rub 1 out.
All right, and then we'll do one more story, and we will wrap it up. You hear about this every now and then. A live hand grenade was discovered inside a donation bin at a Goodwill store in Florida. And this wasn't a replica. This is a real deal. Authorities immediately secured the scene, and they evacuated the Goodwill. The device was then safely retrieved and remotely detonated in a secure location by the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office bomb squad.
We can't take stuffed animals or hand grenades.
The explosive appeared to be a donated item. An employee discovered it in a bin near the donation door. And it's not the first time such a weapon has been found at a Goodwill in Florida. In 2018, several grenades were discovered after being donated to a Goodwill store in Jacksonville. The police department said, "We want to remind the community to thoroughly check all items before donating, ensuring that hazardous items such as explosives, firearms, or ammunition are not accidentally included."
My Goodwill has a box for bazookas.
They said if you ever locate something that appears to be a hand grenade or other explosive device, do not touch or handle it, please.
Honey, are we using this hand grenade or can I give it to Goodwill?
Pierre Robert is here. Hey, man.
Hey, Tommy.
Nice to see you. He called me. So we were backstage at the 40th anniversary of a Live Aid event, and Pierre's walking around. He's going to be one of the hosts of this, and I hear him go, "All right, get ready, Tommy." And I didn't know he was talking to me. And he was referencing Tommy Tom Thompson. I was like, yes. And in fact, he brought it up during his intro on stage.
I think we have a little clip of my intro. Do we hit Casey that Ryan sent over from, you already talked about the event, but it was one of the great honors of my life to introduce you.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. The honor was all mine. Here it is.
But to relive the reunion part right now, we would like to do a Led Zeppelin song and to bring a certain gentleman on from our WMMR morning show. He happened to be a great guy, first of all. Intelligent, wild, powerful, and he and Preston, or he is Preston, but he and Steve make for a wonderful combination on our show and have for a number of years. They're 20 years with us at MMR and even more than that in Philly. And it's an incredible live and local morning show that cares about the community, does food drives. By the way, sorry to interrupt, but one other thing, this is a benefit for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
You interrupted yourself, didn't you?
I interrupted myself, and of course, it took me forever to get around to the introduction, but I'll get there. Stay with me.
We'll go there. Martha has suffered from both of those illnesses, and that's why they wanted to make this, and she has recovered from them. God bless her. So there is hope. There's hope to feed the world. There's hope to cure illnesses when you come together. But at any rate, Preston and Steve do the blood drive, they do the food drive, they do so much for the community. But Preston also happens to be an incredible drummer. And Steel Panther, the mock heavy metal band, nicknamed him Tommy Tom Thompson. And he is going to take the drums for this first song. So ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the Led Zeppelin portion of Live Aid 40 years ago today, it was right about this time, maybe a touch earlier, let us welcome Preston, Elliott, and the band to celebrate Led Zeppelin.
Go get him, Tommy.
Tommy.
My big intro. And I got to plug PJ Brown, the singer.
Oh, my God.
How great was she?
So, I mean, I think you played a little clip of the sound of it earlier because it was, you know the song Rock and Roll from Led Zeppelin 4.
Yes.
Everybody knows it. And that drum intro. But it was how would you describe it?
So we did a blues shuffle. We slowed it down and we did a blues shuffle, which is more of a swing feel to it, but with a bluesy progression because that's the origin of a lot of Led Zeppelin and actually the European, the English explosion of rock music was R&B based, and we were backstage talking to PJ about that.
Right.
So we slowed it down. We brought it back to the roots. I'll play a little bit of it here real quick. So. So it was done in that style.
I love that.
Really
cool.
There was and I didn't catch everybody's name, but there was a trombone player who took a solo during that song, and it was great, man.
I was coming, I was inside, I went back for 1 second and came back out and I go, am I hearing a trombone?
Yeah.
During rock and roll.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is said that it took the British artist to show America its own roots in terms of celebrating, the Willie Dixons and the Muddy Waters and on and on and on. So many artists that created that black sound, the R&B sound, the jazz, the blues, the rhythm, all of that, which is the backbone of rock and roll.
Yeah, most definitely.
And all those British bands embraced it, and Zeppelin particularly. So, but hearing that version of it, and you just nailed it. I might
Thanks,
add.
man.
So, that was
Thanks.
cool.
I had one run through with those guys beforehand, and then we went and played it. But.
And then we were sitting backstage, and
93.3 WMMR Philadelphia. It's time for a keyword.
Keyword is bank. B-A-N-K. I just can't say the letter K.
It's an emotional thing, and we'll explain it later.
No, the word is bank. I guess I'm stuck in my throat. B-A-N-K. You have until 25 minutes after the hour and to enter it on these MMR app. You can do it at WMMR.com. Of course, you can text the special contest short code number 2, which is 45911. One random entry wins $1,000 in our company-wide contest. Winners get a call from Beasley. Make sure you answer your phone. There are contest rules available at WMMR.com. And the President Steve No Sad Dough is sponsored by Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union. So enter that now. The word is bank. Hey, it's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah!
Let's do this then. It is, isn't it? All right, we have B-File, and then we're going to reveal who is going to be on the side stage at the MMRBQ.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you by Helium Comedy Club, bringing the laughs to Philly for over 20 years. Helium Comedy has the best comics of today and tomorrow. Live every week. Tickets and lineup at heliumcomedy.com. All right, a former Chick-fil-A employee was arrested for stealing $80,000 worth of macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, man, I get it.
This is at a Texas restaurant.
For personal consumption or resale?
Resale, I believe. Keyshawn Jones was fired from the store in Grapevine outside of Dallas just last November, but authorities say that he would repeatedly slip back in, enter food orders on the register, and refund them to his personal credit card. So the guy wasn't even working there. He would slide in and do this. Jones was taken into custody on the 17th after allegedly ringing up 800 orders of mac and cheese.
We got those mac and cheese cartels.
Investigators began investigating after the restaurant reported hundreds of phony refunds. Security camera footage shows Jones behind the counter carrying out the bogus transactions. He was finally brought in by the Texas Attorney General's Fugitive Task Force and the Fort Worth Police Department.
I wonder what the first red flag is when somebody's doing this sort of systematically. What jumps out at someone?
Jones faces charges of property theft, money laundering, and evading arrest. He faces up to 10 years in state prison if convicted.
Probably go to the mac and cheese prison.
Well, he'll be able to have plenty of mac and cheese according to the menus at the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. The Homestead, Florida Police Department is addressing a concerning video circulating online that appears to show one of its own officers in a marked patrol car allegedly racing another driver. Police say the clip shows a red sports car and a marked Homestead police vehicle stopped at a traffic light. The driver of the sports car recorded the interaction using a 360-degree camera that was mounted on the back of the vehicle. In the video, there appears to be a brief verbal exchange between the driver and the officer. The driver claimed that the officer asked if I want to run it, suggesting a race. The driver wrote in a caption that they initially thought the officer was joking, but then the patrol car sped off. The sports car attempts to follow but can't keep up with it. Police say Internal Affairs is now investigating the incident, including who was behind the wheel of the patrol car. There's no timeline for when the investigation will be complete. The department says appropriate action will be taken based on the findings and that updates will be provided once a conclusion is reached.
Maybe that's part of the plan to get more respect on the street if you can outrace the other street racers.
All right, a birthday party in India's Uttar Pradesh state turned deadly after the man being celebrated shot 3 of his friends because of a cake-in-the-face tradition. The incident happened at a gym where 33-year-old Jeet Siani was celebrating his birthday. When friends smeared cake on his face, he got into a heated argument and stormed out, returned with a group of men and a licensed firearm, and opened fire on the 3 men that he had argued with.
So I'm guessing he can't take a joke.
All 3 were declared dead at a local he killed them.
Worst
at a local hospital.
Party ever.
G2 Siani and his accomplices fled the scene, and they remain on the run so far. That's messed up.
And apparently those attendees got him really good gifts.
A Japanese underground music idol named Harida Matsumoto has sparked a heated debate after photos surfaced showing her allowing fans to sniff her armpits after performances. Matsumoto, who has about 400,000 social media followers, is part of a highly competitive underground idol scene in Japan where performers struggle to stand out without the backing of major talent agencies.
Anne Murray used to do the same thing.
Underground idols typically perform in small venues and rely heavily on direct fan engagement to build their following, but many online critics called Matsumoto's fan service inappropriate and disgusting.
No.
Other observers argue the controversy simply highlights the difficult and often desperate situations underground idols face.
Isn't that what a pit pass is?
Including low pay and intense pressure to keep fans loyal. Most of her followers have continued to support her despite the backlash. In Florida, another Florida story for you. A woman accused of defacing property with human feces in an Altamont Springs neighborhood has been arrested. Investigators said 50-year-old Alexis Weber was taken into custody on a charge of criminal mischief after being linked to at least one incident in the neighborhood. Residents say the incidents have been happening for nearly a week now, with homeowners discovering what appeared to be human feces on vehicles, mailboxes, and in yards.
It's that magical time of year.
Yvette Gomez said that her family contacted police last Thursday after finding feces smeared along the driver's side of her husband's work van.
Just feces or doo-doo feces?
Just feces. Gomez says that she provided investigators with surveillance video that appears to show a person matching Weber's description stopping near the vehicle.
There was doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls.
Everywhere!
She added that she has seen Weber multiple times while she exercises in the neighborhood, by the way.
Of course.
So neighbors said the vandalism was not limited to one incident. Some residents reported finding feces near a shared roof pantry in the neighborhood over the weekend.
There was feces near the pantry.
One resident said crap all over. There was S everywhere. Yeah, so... But no, they said crap all over. Whoever did this is probably a disgusting person. I was very shocked.
Oh, I would guess the same thing.
Police said a detective witnessed Weber defecating in the front yard of her home early Tuesday before placing her under arrest in connection
How's it going?
with the vehicle
Great.
incident.
Taking a huge dump.
All right, and there you go. That's what we have in the Bizarre File for you this morning. All right, we got announcements to make here, people. So for a few weeks now, we've asked you to send in audition links to videos that you've made of you singing and deciding who was going to be performing live with live band karaoke on the Preston and Steve Show side stage at the MMRBQ. By the way, it is presented by our friends at Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. So we now have our 10 winners. The winners are going to get tickets, by the way, a 4-pack of them to the MMRBQ as well, but they get to sing a song on stage in front of the crowd. And it's so much fun to see.
It really is. I'm so glad we do this.
All right, here are your winners. Congratulations to Mary Swingle of Willow Grove, Brandon Billiard of Pennsauken, New Jersey, Elijah Earhart of Downingtown, Amanda Brizzi, also of Pennsauken, Ethan Schaefer of Swedesboro, TJ Moore from Willow Grove. You have Aiden Elwood of North Middletown, David Lee Melendez of Camden, Julia Morales of Gilbertsville, and finally, Evan Sleppy in Levittown. Those are your performers at the MMRBQ. So they'll be stepping up. We'll be doing 2 different sets. We'll do 5 each. And it happens in between bands. It is so much fun. So if you're over in the main area watching the show earlier on, we'll get you the times next week of when the performances are going to be taking place. But come back over and watch these guys. It's so much fun to watch. Some of them up on stage for the first time ever. Others are, they play in bands. Some people who just have been urged by their family or friends to give it a shot. But we'll get them up on stage, and they will be the ones performing. It's so fun to see.
So we've been just doing it for a couple of years, and we were wondering how it would go. And the audience reacts is so supportive. It is your rock star moment if you want it. And by the way, if you didn't get selected this time, we've had people just a couple of years who've tried it once and then tried it again, and they got in. So you always have the opportunity.
I remember that first year when you did it. I mean, like our friends at Live Nation were a little
leery,
suspect.
Yeah,
They weren't sure if it was going to happen or not. They came out and saw it, and they were like, "Oh, this is okay. This is good."
Yeah, it works
because the crowd comes over and they support the people on stage. They love seeing people taking a shot.
Yeah. And I think even more people audition these days as well. I mean, the response from people just auditioning has grown over the years.
Yeah, by like 2 or 3 times. And let's not forget, Froggy was on the side.
That's right. And Casey was our lead guy to go through, and Marissa as well for organizing all of these links. And thank you for all the hard work. We appreciate it. And thank you to those who voted as well and helped us steer in the right direction. Don't forget the band that assists them is Sidearm. They're fantastic. They can play just about anything, and they're going to be doing it again this year. So it's sponsored by Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. The Preston and Steve Show live band karaoke side stage event is taking place. So congratulations to everybody. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in a moment. The amazing Aries Spears here with us this morning. We will have him in next. Stay there.
I have a picture. I think I just sent it over to Sarah to post. And Preston is sitting on the couch backstage and talking to PJ. And he said, I think I need, what was it, a bourbon?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Whiskey.
Yeah, I think I need some whiskey. And I watched with great interest as you went to the bottles that were available backstage. A little ice in the glass, and poured yourself a nice one and sat down and had a lovely chat with PJ. She's incredibly nice.
Yeah.
There's a nice picture of her and you and me and
Paula.
the other lady, Paula
Holloway.
Paula Holloway, who used to sing with
Patti LaBelle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And did a wicked version of Over the Rainbow.
Yeah, it brought the house down.
It really did.
And in fact, PJ said, I didn't know you were going on before me. We're both amazing singers. So it was a great night. And I think over $25,000 raised for Leukemia Lymphoma Society. Thank you to Victor Fiorello for putting that whole thing together. Unfortunately, he couldn't play because he was sick.
Isn't that the wildest?
Yeah.
But, he did a great job. I was curious, would people come out? It was a lot of really cool and talented Philly musicians, but they were not known, in the community as much as some other local musicians. So I'm going, all right, will people come out? And it was packed.
It was packed.
I love to hear that. That's great.
And it's like a small electric factory. And it's just a great place to see a show, too.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. It is like the old electric factory, but a little bit smaller. I love it. All right, here's a follow-up story. Police say they recovered a Fabergé egg pendant from a man accused of swallowing the item in a jewelry store.
Yeah.
New Zealand police spent 6 days monitoring every bowel movement of the suspect.
Who pulled that duty, no pun intended?
The $19,000 James Bond Octopussy pendant was recovered from his gastrointestinal tract last Thursday by natural means without requiring medical intervention.
I was having this with a pendant. As you can see, it's covered in poop.
The 32-year-old man, who has not been named by police, has been in custody since he allegedly swallowed the ornate pendant at Partridge Jewelers in the city of Auckland.
One has to imagine that there was a level of pain as that passed through the system.
I think so, right?
I mean, it's an octopus.
He was arrested inside the store minutes after the alleged theft. The photos supplied by police on Friday showed a gloved hand.
Yeah, I'd wear a glove too.
Holding the recovered pendant, which was still attached to a long gold chain with an intact price tag. A spokesperson said the necklace and the man would remain in police custody. Now, do you think this increases the value of this or it depreciates the value of the Fabergé
That is
egg?
a good question because it is passed through someone's excretory system.
It's a story.
It is a story attached to it.
And a lot of times that increases price, but it also had poop on it.
Yeah. Given my druthers, I would go for a fresh one.
So the piece was a limited edition Fabergé egg pendant inspired by the 1983 James Bond film Octopussy. Central to the film plot is a jewel smuggling operation that involves a fake Fabergé egg.
My sweetest love, this very one had poop on it.
The suspect is due to appear in the Auckland District Court on the 8th of December.
So they've been together for a while, haven't they?
Dude,
Yeah.
You said you forgot. I didn't even know. So you can't forget.
I can't.
Can't forget.
Yeah, it's actually close to the taint.
You can't forget something.
There's
that you
the
didn't know
forgot.
to begin with.
Yeah. I forgot. I totally forgot that. A gun is
like a pajama.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like a pajama.
It kind of looks like a squash. Forgot. What were you thinking of?
That could be my favorite flub of 2025. Right at the wire, dude.
So Kyle Steep, Cast Style Kyron.
Yes.
Yeah, he sent over his last batch of Caseyisms, and he sent me audio of I was talking about the Packers cheerleaders, and apparently they don't even have cheerleaders. And I said I didn't know that it was even the cheerleaders. I thought it was the defensive line.
Defensive.
And you guys had a field day on me saying defensive line.
Because that was your punchline for the, making fun of the cheerleaders. And it is when you are, especially a flub, when you are delivering the line.
Yes.
And you flub that line, it becomes its own thing.
In case I totally forgot that.
I had no idea.
You forgot?
Yeah. We have the Souderton Area High School in this hallway down here. And what I didn't know until just now, as Casey was whispering in my ear, right before they went into the hallway to wait, Casey ripped one of the worst, stinkiest, smelliest farts he's ever had.
No, don't come on me. I went back there out of respect.
He didn't know.
He had no idea.
I went back there to get away from people, and I was by myself, and I did it. And then they paraded them right through it.
I will say this. You have a knack for picking areas that suddenly become hot zones.
Like, come on, man.
You could walk out into the middle of the Bonneville Salt Flats, turn around, and there'd be a Baptist service going on.
That's right. That's right. It's a power he has.
I retract my come
Thank
on.
you.
I'm
And
sorry.
I apologize, choir. All right. But I was heating up your vocal cords.
They should add some meat, right?
They got to warm up.
Yeah.
All right. Jennifer Lopez appears to be making a final break from her past with Ben Affleck as fans think she's beginning to remove a tattoo she once dedicated to him. So this is, again, people are speculating this. After their 2022 wedding, she revealed an infinity symbol design on her rib cage intertwined with his name, but a comment on Dumois claims that J-Lo swapped a hummingbird in place of his name.
So she did sort of a modification.
I guess so.
So originally it was a full rib cage tattoo of the Batmobile.
Oh.
Which was kind of outlandish.
A nod to him.
Yeah. I liked it.
Speculation followed Lopez for months, especially after a series of red carpet appearances where the ink seemed concealed and faded. Her backless AMAs look in May further fueled the belief that the tattoo removal may already be underway.
I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she looks spectacular. And how old is she?
Amazing.
50s?
60.
52 or something?
52.
No,
Can you do a
no,
quick
she's
check?
not 52. I'm 52. She's got to be. I thought she was pushing 60.
No, I don't think so. Marissa will verify her age here in a moment.
56.
56, all right.
All right.
She's getting there.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't drink. She probably doesn't eat cheese.
She's
Works out every day.
She doesn't eat cheese.
Yeah.
Do you eat cheese? You will.
Have you heard
Eat that cheese.
or has it been verified she doesn't eat cheese, or are you just saying that?
I know she doesn't drink.
Okay.
I'm guessing she probably doesn't eat cheese.
Wow, we're looking at a video of her in a bikini dancing, and yeah, her body's in fine form.
Would you feel comfortable in front of a paying audience to get that naked?
I can't wait till the day that I can do that.
Jesus Christ.
If I
shower with my clothes on.
if I had the body, I would do
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You'd be doing the show right now naked.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would. Most definitely. Pierre Robert is here. How you
Hello.
doing? Nice to see you, man.
Yeah, today's the last of the superheat, right?
Yeah, that's what we hear. Yeah.
So tomorrow a little bit better, like a cooling trend.
Yeah.
It's almost like Christmas.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just having some eggnog.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, me too. And and like at Starbucks, they're already doing the pumpkin flavors.
The pumpkin, yeah, in anticipation.
You're under the mistletoe.
Oh! What? What are you talking about?
I was just playing along with this stupid thing that you guys were doing. That's all. Sorry, I didn't mean to join in.
I thought.
It's summer mistletoe. It's invisible.
It just was so believable when you were saying it.
You were so convincing. I go, is this some bit I've missed? And then I looked up and I didn't see anything. I go, oh, maybe they just have it on the screen.
They've been doing a
on
mistletoe bit. I was unaware of it.
You brought
YouTube
it
channel.
up.
What is Preston talking about?
I swear to God, sometimes he just goes on and on.
He doesn't make any sense sometimes.
It's like verbal diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
What tangent is Presbo on?
I got an idea. How about keeping the show on the rails?
Exactly. And that's why I am here.
Yes, professional.
Tighten it up, baby.
Yeah, man.
All
Working
right.
on it. Working
Come on, you
All
can
right.
do it.
All right. In France, 2 inmates escaped from the Dijon prison detention center's disciplinary wing early Thursday, and they did it after sawing through their cell bars with blades that were believed to have been delivered by drone to the prison.
Aha!
Yeah, the escapees are a 19-year-old under investigation for attempted murder and a 32-year-old accused of threats and aggravated habitual violence against a spouse. The two, who then used blankets to jump the barbed wire fence, were in isolation without contact from the outside world, according to reports. Both are considered to be dangerous.
So if they get captured, they're going to obviously put them into Grey Poupon prison.
I would think
because
so.
that's a stricter security prison.
Yep. The FO Justice Union said that it had been warning for months about deteriorating security at Dijon prison.
You better look out for this.
The union
This is no mustard.
said, despite our repeated warnings, management has chosen to persist in its total blindness, refusing to see the reality on the ground. The reality on the ground.
What the hell does that mean?
The escape
Quick, contact the pesto police.
follows an inmate's fight. Maybe it was intimate. I don't know.
Can I tell you something?
from Rene Vezin prison last week during an outing to a planetarium. French
The
prisoners
prisoners get to go to a planetarium?
At this particular one, they did,
Who
yes.
wants to go? You got to get it signed by your warden, but we take you out. It'd be a wonderful day.
French prisons hold some 85,000 inmates, far exceeding the official capacity of 62,509 spots.
We didn't count right.
The average occupancy rate is at 135%.
Jeez.
With 29 facilities surpassing 200%.
So it's off to the planetarium.
They have, yeah, exactly. They have an overflow problem.
So we're going to the planetarium, and then we go to the zoo. It's going to be wonderful. It's there. You have so much fun.
If you tune in to the Today Show this morning and for the near future, Savannah Guthrie will notably be absent. She told viewers Friday that she has felt like Peter Brady these past few weeks and months. She said, some of you have noticed that my voice has been very scratchy and started to scratch a little bit like Peter Brady.
Yeah, and I noticed she had trouble saying pork chops and apples.
It's time to change, then it's time to change.
There's Peter. She went on to explain that the cause of her throat problems are, she said, I have vocal nodules.
Totally natural, Peter.
All right, one night only. You have been warned. Get your tickets or you will not be able to see him anymore this weekend in the general area. He's going to be at the Grand Opera House in Wilmington, and he's one of the absolute best. And he's here in our studio once again. Ladies and gentlemen, Aries Spears is here with us.
This feels so weird because 99.9, matter of fact, up until now, 100% of the time I come by here, it's to promote the club that I'm always at every year. But
yeah, this is different.
Because I've transitioned to, not that I'm not doing clubs anymore, but I'm slowly transitioning into theaters now.
You are, I was watching some stuff on your Instagram last night.
Yeah.
Dude, you are so good at what you do.
Thank you, brother.
I just was cracking up. And it was funny because I was about ready to go to bed, too.
I know.
And I'm like trying to settle down.
Fall
and
down
I'm
an
sitting there
Aries Spears
laughing
hole.
my ass off. Your crowd work, you're just one of the sharpest guys I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, and not to be too braggadocious, but what are we in now? May? Is this May now?
May 1st.
May. We got an onslaught of new crowd work clips coming in May. It's just going to be bananas, man.
I love seeing your stuff pop up in the algorithm. I get fed a lot because I check out your stuff a lot anyway.
Yeah.
I find I do a whole bunch because I've loved you back to Mad TV and all that stuff and your impressions. But your club stuff is, for many, I think it's hidden gems if they're not aware of that element of you. And you clearly, first off, you're just a funny friggin' guy. But you clearly put in the work on the material, which is always great. Yeah. I mean, what were you pointing out today? There was a guy. Both you and I had seen.
The guy fell asleep. And you're like, dude, this guy's been asleep for like 25 jokes. And they get a shot of him in the crowd, and he is there. His eyes are closed. He is out. Obviously, he'd had a bunch of drinks, and he was just passed out. But at some point, you start singing a lullaby to him
From New Jack City.
But there was another clip that I watched too, where and this is my question about how you handle people in the audience, because there's a bigger dude and he's mouthing off, and you guys are having a back and forth, and he's hammered, but it went on for a while, and I'm wondering at what point. Is it ever too much where it's like where you point out, get this guy out of here? Because you just kept going. You just kept going and going and going.
I never want to say, get this guy out of here, because that to me is a surrender.
Yeah.
It looks like, as the master of ceremonies, you're supposed to be the man to control the situation. So I never want to do that because it's a sign of weakness to me. But at the same time, if you got somebody that's so inebriated, they're like suicide bombers. They're afraid to die.
I would imagine the best scenario, though, is you've got somebody, a heckler, whatever it is, somebody who's just out of line, and you obviously are going after them. But if you can turn them and bring them into the bit, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they're having fun.
Well,
I've seen you do that.
If you destroy them hard enough, either them or somebody in their camp will go, shut up. So the thing you ideally want to do is be able to keep control of the moment the whole time, and it's like a matador with a bull. You work it, and you get the bull to do what you want it to do. But sometimes it gets a little nuts.
Well, yeah,
but
I mean,
not
listen,
often.
there's a lot of lunatics out there, but the truth of the matter is that, and I love seeing it when you are practiced at this. You're the bodhisattva when it comes to this stuff, and someone comes in and thinks they're going to go head to head. But a lot of times it's not that. It's just you simply interacting with the audience. The classic heckler thing. They don't come up against you a lot, right?
No, there's a term in sports that they use. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like something like when you get in the zone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what that term is, but there's a specific term.
The pocket?
Something like that. But there's another, I know it if I hear it. But it's like you ride that wave like a surfer where you got the perfect wave and you relax, you take a deep breath, and you just, you can control the moment. I recently got done doing a 12-day tour. I was in Europe. I just got back from Europe. And, culturally, there's just certain things that you'll see there that you don't really see here. And like when I was in Berlin, Germany, literally there was what was he, 11? An 11-year-old kid that came to my show with his uncle.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm, my stuff is real raw and out there.
Yes.
So at one point I said to the kid, I said, listen, man, I know you're 11, and I know that the butt licking jokes is gross to you now. But when you get older.
Do they not have an age limit over there?
No.
Wow.
That
is
wild. No, and I said, dude, I wanna be in your life so when you turn 18, I could be with you and help you get your first piece of meow. I'm gonna be like your Obi-Wan Kaniga. Don't put it in that hole. Put it in that hole.
Oh my God!
I tell you what, man, that is funny though. We talk about how things translate.
Yeah.
And I've seen you, and you're all over the place. And has any part of the world proved daunting to you to crack, to get the audience to respond? I mean, you've been doing this for so long.
I hadn't been in Europe. This was my third tour in Europe, and I hadn't been there in a gazillion years. So, I knew that it would take the first 2-3 cities to find my legs, but once you find it, you find it.
Yeah.
Because there are cultural difference, little nuances and subtleties that they don't pick up on. They're like they know it, but they don't know it. So there's certain things that I have to adjust on the fly. Like one of my first stops was in Stockholm, Sweden, which I love.
Yeah, Brussels, man. Yeah,
Brussels was great. I didn't care for Paris too much. But all of the UK, Oslo, Norway was the whitest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I believe it.
Do you think because of just the world is still a great big place, but with social media, with all the video, with all the accessible material, it becomes smaller in that way. So you're not like going as this unproven commodity to these different areas.
No.
They know you.
No, they absolutely know him. Yeah. And because of the TikTok clips and the social media stuff, it's almost a little like surreal for me. Like when we first got to Stockholm, you would think, we got off the plane, what are we going to eat? We picked McDonald's. Because we'll get something fancier later.
Yeah.
So I'm in the McDonald's, and it's like 8 teenage boys working there. One black kid, but mostly all white kids. And they just kept staring and staring. And then at one point, they huddled up, and they kept looking at the phone. So finally, this little blonde kid comes up to me and he goes, Aries Spears? And I said, yeah. He said, oh, yeah, he just lost it.
Oh, that's cool. That is wild.
That's awesome. So surreal, yeah.
We had a band in here last week, and they were talking about doing shows in Europe, and that, like, the crowd is more somber. And so I don't know if this is the same in comedy, but they were like, yeah, people are, their fandom is passionate, but they're not, like, clapping and cheering. Do you find that the audiences are different over there? Reaction-wise?
That's music, though.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, like music and comedy.
In comedy, they love a good, gritty, dirty. They'll give it to you just the same as they give it to you here.
Right.
So no.
When you get recognized, I mean, for all the stuff you've done, what do you get recognized for the most? What do people go, that he's that guy? Because you've done a ton of
social media.
You've done a ton of. It's still probably the impressions, but but now I'm the TikTok guy. Okay. So they don't know me from Mad TV. They don't know me from anything in the 90s and like maybe early 2000s. They don't know me. They think that I just started because of TikTok. It's like I've been doing this 36 years.
That's wild.
To people my age and older, they know me from back then. But this younger crowd, they go, the TikTok guy.
Did you fight?
Yeah.
Not that did you fight it, but were you like,
I thought it was cool.
Oh, right from the beginning.
Because it's bringing me it's almost like a resurgence.
Yeah.
Or a second win.
It's completely that.
Yeah. So it's like now I'm capturing an audience that I never had before. You know, I forget where I was. Oh, Vegas. I'm performing at Wise Guys at Vegas, and the club is literally a 30-second walk from across the street to the hotel.
Right.
So I walk out of the hotel to go to the club, and there was like 15, maybe 20 young black teenagers all huddled up doing what teenagers do. Yo, when they saw me, you'd have thought I was Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Everybody had their phone out. They were all trying to huddle up and take pictures, and they were just screaming lines from my TikTok stuff. And I was like, this is surreal, man.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And does that port to what you're getting in the club? So is that behind the jump to theaters?
Yeah. Because the clips now are so many of my clips, man, go viral like millions.
Yes.
So that's why it's like instead of doing,
I don't think
I miss doing the clubs because the clubs is more intimate.
Right.
It's more you can work on stuff. Those theaters are one-hitter quitters. So you're in, you're out, and it's like to perform like every show I did in Europe was sold out. You know, so to be at an 1,800 seater, you don't. There's a different feeling where you can't be as slow, as intimate. You're playing big, you know?
What percentage of an adjustment, though, because I've seen you do larger venues.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's you. You're doing your thing. Do you sense it as the performer as being a marked difference in your approach?
It's almost like in a club, you know, I can talk like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In a theater, I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I got to play up to the balcony. I got to play to this side of the room. It's
got to make sure you walk around a little bit.
Walk around a little bit. So it's a different feel, man.
I see.
You know,
yeah.
That's why it's like, for instance, some of my biggest money makers are like DC, Houston, where you know, by the time I'm done with the weekend with merch and what I get paid. 6 figures.
Yeah. Good weekend.
Whereas with the theater, I'm just now starting to get my feet wet into that. So it's not quite as much money, but the point is to put it out there that Aries does theaters now. So that's a ball we need to get rolling. So I'm kind of like, it's hard for me to let go of the clubs.
Yeah.
I love the clubs, man.
Who does, in your opinion, throughout the years of you observing other, you know, your compatriots and maybe your inspirations, who did theater right? Who have you looked at and gone, yeah, that's how you do it, man?
Well, listen, man, Matt Rife is a head scratcher. Not because he don't have the goods, because he does.
Yeah.
But it must have been, maybe 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Where he opened up for me at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte. Cut to... Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Huge.
And I don't even know that I would have fun playing that big.
Yeah.
It just is so big. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, music, when I look at rock bands, you got instruments, you got, you know, different musicians.
Lights, pyrotechnics, all that stuff.
There's something that to me fits that.
Yeah.
Just a guy with a mic and jokes. And this huge tunnel. I don't know. It's
but
weird.
the tech, we've talked about this. This thing, which seemed absurd years ago.
Yeah.
When, like, you know, playing the Link, for Christ's sake, you know, the football stadium here.
Right.
It's like, but the tech now can get you that, but it's like you're going to watch a screen of someone perform. There's still something in between you, you know?
If you go back to the 70s, Steve Martin was a sensation in his day of doing live comedy, and he wrote a book about his stand-up comedy, and he said at some point it got away from him. That's why he wore the white suit, is because he was on that stage with thousands of people, and
he had a great documentary
to see him, and he's like, this is too much. I can't do the kind of comedy I want to do anymore.
He said his quitting point was when he was on stage and there was literally a guy in the crowd saying his jokes with him.
Yeah.
So he knew it front to back.
By the way, I got a text here. It says, I'm going to see Aries tonight. I'll be the old white guy in the second row with a hot redhead. In case you need some material, he's right there for you. So
who comes to the? I mean, you got a wide smattering of, of fan base.
It's so diverse, man. And that's what I really love about it. Like, it's really diverse. I was recently in, oh my God, where was I? Staten Island, I think, last week. And I mean, and being again on the East Coast, you get them hardcore Italians, you know, and it was just like, you know, they got the accent, the language. So just whether it's
and your soprano stuff is Gandolfini is amazing.
They love it.
Yeah.
Whether it's Hispanics, blacks, whites, Italians, I just love that melting pot, man.
Yeah.
And we talked about we've had very passionate conversations about best mob movies.
Yes.
You I believe is Goodfellas. Is
Yeah,
your number one. Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah. Which I could listen. I'm a Godfather guy myself, Godfather 2, but I can see a case.
I think Godfather 1 is better than Godfather 2. Godfather 3 doesn't get enough credit. Uncle Julie loves it. Every time he sits there with his popcorn and jellies.
It's so good. By the way, have you seen the re-edit on the they call it the death of Michael Corleone Coda
for 3, right?
3.
Yes,
it improved it a lot.
You listen, man. It did it for me before that.
Did it?
Yeah. People hate on it so much, but I thought Andy Garcia was great.
Yeah.
And the carryover from him being Sonny's kid.
Yeah.
I thought the only bad thing about that movie was
Sophia Coppola.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was bad choice.
When she gets shot, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk some movies as well. Have you seen Michael? The Michael Jackson movie is bucking the critically panned, and it's huge.
Listen.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah.
But this thing where people are like, it's my 4th time seeing it.
Yeah.
I'm going, 4 times good? 3 times good? I saw it, and I would watch it again on cable. I don't know that I would spend movie money to see this again. I'm telling you, the number one biopic to me, and I'll fight anybody, of all time, undisputed, can't be beat, Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Ray is amazing. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And Jamie
nothing beats that.
killed it.
Oh, my God.
He was incredible.
Embodied Ray.
Yeah.
And listen, I like this Michael Jackson movie when I'm going, they didn't really say nothing we hadn't heard before.
Right.
Jafar Jackson, I thought it was AI. He sounds so much like Michael.
No kidding.
I thought it was AI, but it's him. So he nailed Michael. The cast was phenomenal, but now I found out they're going to actually do a part 2 where they dive into the second half of his life.
And you're going to have to include that stuff because this and I have not seen it. A lot of people
Oh,
say,
you haven't seen it?
No, but I do want to see it.
Yeah.
Which is we were talking about. I do want to see it. I just watched This Is It, the documentary about the preparation for that O2 series of shows that never came off because he died.
Yeah.
But it's wherever you stand on the deal of all that stuff, a Chernobyl level talent. I mean, the guy was friggin' amazing.
Listen, when I watched it, I felt like, and it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
All the hits. And there were times where you felt like you were at a concert. So it felt
Were people getting up in the theater?
Yeah. It felt like I was watching a 3-hour music video.
Wow.
In other words, Ray gave you, to me, 80% story, 20% the iconic songs. This gives you 80% the music, 20% story.
Okay.
So that's apparently apparently they were going to go a little bit into some of the litigation and stuff and the estate kind of paid Farquhar. Who's the director? He's great. He's
Antoine Fuqua.
Yeah, Fuqua. He's terrific. But they kind of reshot it, and then with that moment, they had in mind to do a second one.
Right.
I'll be curious to see how that plays out.
Well, from legal standpoints, there was a reason why Diana Ross didn't want her likeness in it.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson didn't want her likeness in it.
They don't even. They've heard Janet's not in it at all.
No, not at all.
Not even mentioned.
And Quincy Jones was almost like a footnote. And these are major players.
Yeah.
And Michael's journey.
Yeah, Diana was the one who discovered
Diana
him.
Diana
Ross, Quincy
Jackson
Jones.
5. Yeah.
So, I'm like, okay. That's why if you're going to do a second one, give me some meat, man.
Yeah.
Give me some meat.
I mean, at least they had the music in it. Do you remember that Hendrix, the Jimi Hendrix biopic? They couldn't use any Hendrix music.
None of the
I
music.
didn't even know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the family wouldn't allow it. Yeah.
So
wow.
that's between a rock and a hard place there. So I wanted to ask you this as well. What else? Are you a horror fan? A, and did you see the movie Weapons?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm a horror fan if somebody's watching it with me.
Okay.
I will not watch a horror movie at home alone. And if I did, I'd have to turn all the lights on, including opening the refrigerator door. So I love horror, but I gotta do it with somebody.
All right, I understand that.
You gotta be spending the night, man.
Well, then weapons mean you got to get someone.
Let me say, so what was it? The movie called Strangers?
Yeah. About the people that are on the front lawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
That first one.
Yeah.
There's a scene.
That's the best one, by the way.
What's her name? Is it Liv Schreiber?
Liev Schreiber?
Yes.
Yeah.
The woman.
Oh, the woman.
She's
Liv
from
Tyler?
Liv Tyler.
Okay. There's a scene where she's in the foreground.
Yeah.
And she's leaning up against the wall, and just in the background, you see the evil person, and the face just comes into.
That's it.
That's it.
You're gone. You're gone.
That's it. It's the subtle scaries that get me like that.
I go back to, and it still scares me. I saw a clip of it on Instagram that popped up the other day. It goes way back to Salem's Lot when that was on TV, and the Danny Glick, the character, comes up to he starts scratching at the window. I'm like, that.
Do you ever see this?
Terrified me as a child, and still to this day.
So the kid's in his room, and his recently deceased kid was killed by a vampire. He's sitting there, and outside his window,
He comes floating up,
and he's scratching at the window. Because you have to invite a vampire in.
Yeah.
That scarred me.
Yeah,
that hurt me.
That has set off a whole bunch of psychological trauma.
Again, the subtlety in the first Halloween.
Yeah.
After Jamie pokes Mike Myers in the eye with the hanger.
Yeah.
And she's like kind of like the chick Liv.
Yeah.
What's her name? Tyler? What is it?
Liv Tyler.
Liv.
Yeah.
She's Jamie Lee Curtis is also leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
And Mike Myers just doo-doo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doo-doo.
Dude, it's the best. I mean, robotically. And then when Donald Pleasance, she's sitting there and she's crying, she says, he was the boogeyman. And Donald Pleasance says, as a matter of fact, he was. And then he looks over the balcony and he's gone.
Gone.
Don't need a lot. In fact, if there's a drop of blood in that movie, I'd be surprised.
Listen, I'm not into gore.
Yeah.
And sometimes what we do now is we overload with gore and over the top. And it's them subtleties, man. Like you just said, like with Jaws, you didn't really see the shark.
Yeah.
But the idea of it, along with doo-doo. So you don't have to have a lot of blood. You don't have to have a lot of over-the-top antics. Just how you do that subtlety is what gets you.
What movie can't you watch? You saw it once. It rocked you so hard that you're not even going back.
Doesn't even have to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like one that just was like disturbing and you didn't like it.
You know what? I tell you one movie that I kind of want to see, but they keep describing it. And what is the name? You might know it after I give you some description.
Yeah, right.
The most brutal rape scene where the woman's walking through there's a red background, and they said it was so brutal that they don't even show it here. You can't see it on YouTube.
Don't know that.
Oh, you do. You will know it.
Okay.
It's like
red background.
It's a red background, and they tell the movie backwards, and she's got on a dress, and they say that the rape scene in that is so brutal that a lot of people can't even get through it. It's too much.
So I'm trying to think. We'll do a little searching up on it.
I know you guys will know it if you go.
It's not
that one.
It's not I'm trying to think.
It's like a French
Irreversible.
movie. Yes.
All right. No, I'm not
You've
familiar
never heard
with
of that?
No.
No, this
right.
one I have not. No, I'm a cinephile.
I don't like.
Is it a horror movie?
It's. I don't know what they describe it.
It's not a
as.
rom-com.
Psychological thriller, maybe?
Maybe.
There we go.
I'm not big into like women getting messed up.
No.
You know what
It's
I mean?
there are things that I can't. Listen, I will watch anything. I will watch people get disemboweled. I'm fine with the gore if it's done right. I love the Terrifier movies. That's fine. I love the subtlety as well, the way you're saying it. But just don't be lazy about it.
But if a dog dies,
if a dog dies, I'm going nuts.
My father, this is my father's fault because being an '80s baby.
Yeah.
My dad did things that in the 80s you weren't supposed to do. And my dad was real greedy.
Yeah.
So whatever he wanted to do, if it meant I had to be a part of it, he did it. So on the weekends, my mother would take me and drop me off at my dad's house in New York. And he was a Charles Bronson fanatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He took me to go see the first Death Wish.
Oh, my God.
And I'm
great.
7.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that scene with the brutal rape scene with Jeff Goldblum.
By the way, Jeff Goldblum is one. Yeah,
Yes.
is one of the rapists.
So
Yeah.
I'm my face is in horror.
Yeah.
And my dad's just licking popcorn. And I'm just like, you're not supposed to take an 8-year-old, 7-year-old to see
We had a
Death Wish,
similar.
man.
We had a similar because I remember going to see Deliverance.
Yeah.
With my and you know, with the kids, you walk out, and I remember saying to my dad, you know, I want to get a fishing bow. The whole sodomy, hillbilly rape scene was lost on me.
Right,
you know, 'cause I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Hey, what? I don't know if I've ever asked you, brothers or sisters. You have any family?
Yeah, I got one sister, same father, same mother, and then 2 brothers and another sister, same father, different mothers.
Okay. Anybody else go into entertainment, or is it just you?
My mother, she's a jazz blues singer.
Oh, yeah.
She kind of pushed me in this direction because she knew it's what I wanted to do and it was my passion.
Did you have any musical leanings because of her?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm no singer, but like you said in that clip, I can carry a tune,
Right. Yeah.
But I'm no singer, man. You know.
Would we know her herself?
You know, she used to open and perform with great jazz legend Lionel Hampton.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God.
She even had a picture of her performing at the White House in front of Reagan.
Wow.
So, you know, she travels every now and then overseas and sings jazz and blues.
Still does it.
Yeah.
Didn't she kind of relocate to help you with your comedy career? Was that the legend and lore?
No, you know, she guided me from 14 to 16.
Was she trying to steer you from it, or was
Oh no, she was
supportive?
so supportive.
Oh, that's great.
She, you know, the first time I went on stage, I was trying to be conscious of not cussing.
Yeah.
And when I got off, she said, "Next time, mother, say mother." You know what I mean? It was funnier. So she was, yeah, she was all with it, man. That's the one thing I was really grateful for my parents is, and I mean, some people might look at it as bad parenting, but again, it's the 80s. My mother and father did things allowed around us and my sister, and like nothing where they should be locked up.
Right.
But, you know, smoked cigarettes in the house and, you know,
Oh, my God.
cussed and played when the family came over, drank and played cards and dice and.
The same thing, sitting in a car, sitting in a closed
Yes.
car in the dead of winter
Yes.
in the station wagon.
Yeah.
Both my mother and father smoking, and you could barely see.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly.
My house when I was a kid was filled with smoke and daiquiris.
Yeah.
All we heard was and the blender going on.
I have because I didn't realize it then. I just wonder how bad I smelled like secondhand smoke at school, like everywhere I went.
All the other kids smelled that way as well.
Yeah, but like we use the ashtray, the ashes in the ashtray as eye black when we play like football. Like,
I wouldn't trade growing up in the 80s for nothing.
Yeah, I agree.
For nothing.
100%
I sell a T-shirt on my website that says "Built 80s Tough," and it's got a list of 10 things we did as kids. Played in the woods, you know, hung out till the street light came on.
I don't know if you drank or smoked weed or anything like that, but man, we partied hard in the 80s.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like, I look back at it,
I did that in the 90s because
God.
in the 80s I was a kid.
Okay.
So by the 90s I was
I was a
coming in
teenager
on
in the 80s. So.
75.
yeah, so you and that's
Okay,
what I thought.
yeah.
You and I are like literally the same exact
Yeah,
age. So
yeah.
we didn't have the same childhood, but we grew
Right.
up and we're the same age at the
Right.
same exact time. So I know exactly what you're saying. Preston was a little more mature than we were around that time. So he was doing the things that, like you said, we were doing in the 90s. But
Yeah. So I'm the oldest, but I would say that it definitely comports with what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Going out to the woods, going
Yeah.
out, and then you come back for dinner.
Listen, we used to play tackle football with no pads.
Yeah.
And hit each other like we were professionals.
We used to play.
To hell with a broken collarbone.
Oh man, and like you played wherever you could, you know,
Yeah,
like there were
yeah.
bushes in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
It didn't
Oh,
really
how
matter.
cool was it when like construction was happening in the
And you
vacant
built
lot.
a ramp, and you thought you were Evel Knievel with your BMX bike. Come on, man.
How did we survive, man?
A multitude of ways to die, but that's so funny. A very similar experience growing up. I remember, you know, you talk about your parents and how maybe to the outside world it would look a little bizarre. When we first got our first VCR, we went to this little, it wasn't Blockbuster. They had this little corner kiosk thing in a store, like a department store. And I told these guys, the first 2 movies we rented were Jaws and Deep Throat. And it was a theme. But
There
I
is a
swear
theme.
to God, Yeah, that's what we.
For me, it was Delirious.
And
Delirious was the first VHS tape we had.
No kidding. Man.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, again, I saw Fatal Attraction when it came out. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, we had one TV, living room, mom and dad got popcorn, smoking cigarettes, me and my sister like this on the carpet, watching Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
But you've been in some, you were in Malcolm X, yeah, right?
Well, extra work. Yeah.
But I mean, you got to be around, when you're on set and doing some movie stuff, you had to be a little bit in your glory being such a cinephile, such a movie fan, or was it not that experience for you?
No, I mean, it was. I mean, listen, man, when you do Jerry Maguire and you're looking at who at that time, the biggest movie star on the planet,
right?
Tom Cruise, and you know what the budget is, and you know, I forget what they call him, the guy that does certain things with the lights, but he's Steven Spielberg's main guy that he uses, and you just know the gravity of where you're at, what you're doing. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
You gonna have time for any movies anytime in the near future, or do you look for that anymore?
I'm trying to plant my own seed.
Yep.
Sitting back trying to wait for somebody to open a door for you or put you in something they think is right for you. I can't get any more gray hairs doing that. So I got to try to do
You were working on a script,
I hear you.
were you not? You were telling us about a script you were working on.
I'm actually, talking to Jamie Foxx right now to possibly do a cameo in it, which he said he'd sign on for. And I want to just kick political correctness right in the teeth.
Okay.
Which is what this movie is.
Like a Blazing Saddles type thing.
It's a comedy about slavery.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You had told us about that. All right.
So I've been on this journey for a minute.
Well, in the meantime, if you want to catch Aries, one show tonight only, 8 o'clock, the Grand Opera House in Wilmington. You can get tickets at thegrandwilmington.com. Highly recommend you follow Aries on social media, on Instagram. Just do a search on Aries Spears and TikTok as well. But you've also got your podcast, Spears and Steinberg.
Yes.
That's still going on, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how often do episodes come out?
Every Wednesday and Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 episodes a week.
Well, dude, thanks for making time to come by here.
Dude, this doesn't even feel right that I'm not promoting the other thing.
Yeah.
Listen, it's a short drive to the theater.
I know, and I gotta tell you, man, and I've never been in the ass kissing business, but Philly, always in my top 5 favorite places to come. It's East Coast. It's that energy, the cheesesteaks. It's Sopranos. It's like New York's cousin, man.
Yeah.
It's your little cousin,
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, we'll get your tickets now, thegrandwilmington.com. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for being here.
It's always good to see you.
Aries Spears. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Preston in life, or you're going to get hair on your balls. What's that?
If only they would have shown that on the radio. Do you have the little music? I don't know if you have any of those available, but when Mr. Brady sits down to tell Peter about the facts of life and so on,
Now, Peter, this is totally natural. It's a natural step in life. Your voice will change, and you're going to be getting hair on your balls.
So
Really, Dad?
yeah. She went on to explain.
Well, I have to shave there, too. Well, that's a choice.
That's a choice. So she said, I have vocal nodules.
Hey, Dad, guess what?
I have hair on my balls. I just showed Alice.
Alice was good for all kinds of stuff. You could share things with her, and, she was a very important part of the family.
And she'd make you a sandwich.
And on top of that, a nice sandwich to go with your hairy balls. Kim Kardashian is taking her her brand building Bible to masterclass. She's rolling out what she calls the 10 Commandments.
How about Kim shut the F up?
In a brand new course dropping this Thursday.
Wait, she should be doing all this with the holes in her brain?
Yeah.
The
seven deadly Kims.
Yeah.
The Commandments featured mantras like, you are the product, define yourself before others do, and don't follow the feed, be the feed.
So a list of things that are obvious nonsense.
Yeah.
That's what these are.
Yeah, and these are just...
You wouldn't even put that on a tablet.
These are just statements,
Imagine if Moses came down from the mountain with this. You got to be kidding.
Don't follow
We've been down here in the valley all this time, and that's the best you can come up with?
Be the feed.
Be the feed? Like feed that you give chickens?
TMZ shared a behind-the-scenes look as Kim.
I didn't know what I was going to get. I went up there. It wasn't God. It was Kim Kardashian.
So TMZ shared the behind-the-scenes look as Kim prepared for the class with her glam squad.
So shall it be written, so shall it be stupid.
In her Instagram story, Kim posted a link to a fake NDA that had signees agreeing to acknowledge that you're accessing privileged business intelligence, the proprietary mindset, methods, and mantras of Kim Kardashian.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And it just keeps going.
It keeps going.
She had a show that got terrible reviews. It got renewed.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the commandments. She's got Skims.
Commandments.
I mean... Will it ever reach a saturation level?
I don't think so.
Doesn't seem to be.
No, I mean, she keeps
she keeps Kim going along.
Yeah, she does.
They keep breaking the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that wasn't enough, she also is hosting a surprise TikTok event tonight. It's called Kimsmas Live.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna Kimuke.
Kimsmas.
Okay.
It is set to stream on TikTok at 9:30 tonight. If you're so inclined.
Well, but what about Han Kim?
Hana Kim.
Hana Kim.
Hana Kim. Maybe that one would work.
Yeah.
Or Kimza.
Yeah, instead of Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Maybe that one too. And speaking of animals, we'll do one more story and then we'll wrap it up. Gary the Blue Snake is a popular Zootopia character. Has anybody seen
Zootopia
the new
2?
Zootopia?
No,
I have
the
not
first
either.
one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the second one. So in China, this character is a little too popular. Shanghai-based publication The Paper found that since the Disney movie's November 26 release, online sales of blue Indonesian pit vipers are soaring, with some of the venomous snakes selling for as much as $420. The trend has lawyers and experts jumping in to warn the risks of owning the highly venomous reptile whose bite is fatal, rarely, but it can be fatal. However, a bite can cause swelling and pain and serious tissue damage without prompt treatment. Experts also know that it's illegal to mail live or poisonous animals to China. But apparently they're becoming all the rage right now.
I mean, yeah.
Blue.
What is here? If you own, can you own a venomous snake within the United States?
Some people can, Steve, but I don't know.
Do you have to be certified?
Yeah, I don't know what the requirements are, but I definitely have heard of people that own, like rattlesnakes, and things like that.
Like a king cobra would be kind of cool to own.
Yeah,
but listen. If I were to own one, I would have it like devenomized. You know, you can do that, right? You can take out the venom sacs.
No idea.
Ball sacks?
Maybe you can take out their ball sacks.
Is that snake fixed?
But Steve, I don't know which states allow it or what the requirements are for you to do so. And certainly I think it's illegal for just anybody
right.
to go and grab
You can't have a pit of poisonous snakes at the door at PetSmart.
In Whitley Bay, wherever that is, a woman has been jailed after she was spotted having sex outside a busy shopping center in broad daylight. Rachel Hardy Gent, who had her breasts exposed and was naked from the waist down, was seen by a delivery driver engaging in the intimate act. Of course, a court heard that the pair were in full view of passersby and those using Parkview Shopping Center. So please recall, Hardy Gent was arrested and later found to be carrying a broken wine bottle neck in her bra.
Oh, my God. I do that too.
Hardy Gent has now been jailed for 16 weeks after she pleaded guilty to outraging public decency, possession of an offensive weapon, and breaching a suspended sentence.
Hardy Gent and Kinky Kelly, this sounds like an early Springsteen song.
A delivery driver was dropping off goods and was traveling down the trade entrance when he spotted her and a male. The prosecutor said they were laying on the floor having sex. This defendant is said to be naked from the waist down. She also had her chest exposed. The male in question had his trousers and underwear pulled down, clearly having sex. It was plainly in sight of members of the public.
Jen, Kinky Kelly having sex outside the LA Fitness. Hey, man! Have you seen the mugshot? It's the last person you'd ever want to have sex with.
So members of the public passing by could be seen by people using the shopping center, and the police became involved, and the defendant was arrested. She was taken into custody and searched, and in her bra, a jagged end of a bottle was found, a bottle of wine possibly. So here's what's interesting. So the court heard that Hardy Gent had 58 offenses on her record. Mark Stiles defending said that Hardy Gent wants to be sent to prison.
Oh, okay.
She said she drank so much. He said she drank so much alcohol on the day in the question. She blacked out and has no idea how she ended up outside the shopping center. She had the glass bottle for her own protection, but had no intention of using it. She wants to get help with her alcohol misuse and housing matters, and it's upsetting application to me to ask that she be sent to prison, but that's what she wants, and she's an adult, so perhaps she knows what's best for her. So,
well, she's taken control of the situation and realizes that when you find broken bottle parts in your bra, things have gotten away from you.
Yep, and I think they have. So she wants to be sent away.
Though she was outside in LA Fitness, right?
I don't know.
Wait, ironic you said that, Steve. There is a Snap Fitness
right outside.
Okay, so that's where you snap the top of the bottle off and put it in your bra.
Let me go. This is apropos to what's going on in our studio today. I'll go to John. Hey, John. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, bitches. What's happening?
Hey, what? All right, brother. What have you never done that most people have done before, and you've never done it in your life?
My next birthday, I will be 71, and I have never had a fast food hamburger.
71, and you've never had a fast food hamburger. Let me tell you something, man. It's like medicine. It's really good for you.
Right.
It's good for your soul.
If you want to hit, man.
Try the
Take two Burger King.
Try the Burger King this Krabby Whopper, which we have here in the studio this morning.
And call me in the morning.
All right. So, John, have you actively avoided that?
Yes.
And for what reason?
I have a problem because I don't know what's in the meat.
Okay. So you're suspect of what you're being served.
That's correct. I'll eat the hell out of a hot dog, but
you'll eat a hot dog.
You'll realize how crazy that sounds.
Know what's in a hot dog?
Yeah. That you're terrified of the burgers, but you'll eat a hot dog.
Dude, honestly, that's like, crackheads look down at heroin addicts and heroin addicts look down at crackheads. I swear to God.
So, but
God.
John, you'll buy ground beef from the store, you'll patty that up, and you'll make burgers at home.
Yes, I will.
But it's when it comes to, even if it, okay, what about a non-fast food? What about like a casual dining place?
That's still highly suspect in my eyes.
Yeah,
that's interesting, John. I wonder what put that in your head.
There's something, maybe it is mine, but the fact that would you go to like a roadside stand and order a hot dog and eat it?
Yeah.
I mean, that is completely antithetical to the I don't know what's in this meat argument.
When I was a kid, when the first McDonald's opened where I grew up, my mom would take us out to when she went and got groceries, and we'd hit McDonald's and we'd pull up, and she's all right, 7 hamburgers and 1 hot dog.
I didn't even know they sold
hot dogs.
They did hot dogs at one point at McDonald's. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting, John. Do you think you will ever do it? You know that one time's not gonna hurt you.
No, I will never do it.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, you might have already asked this. What about like
everything I believe in?
What about like fast casual? Something like a Five.
You said no.
I already asked.
Yeah. All right. I'm telling you, man. Five Guys and Smash Burger are so good, dude. You don't know what you're
He's
missing
not doing
out
it.
on.
He's not doing it.
All right, John. Standing by your guns, right?
All right, man.
Yeah, and I've never been to a professional ball game of any kind.
Okay. Never been to a professional sporting event. All right.
I'm going to ask this. Do you have a lot of money sewn up in a mattress?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
In today's world, I don't believe so.
And John, have you actively avoided that, or has it just been, it's just never happened?
No, there was never anything in the area where I grew up. It was hundreds of miles to get to the nearest professional team of any size.
So I can see that. Where you were raised, you were not exposed to it. It's not something you decided you needed in your life. I just think by sheer happenstance, if you walk around in any major city or just even in the suburbs, by accident, a piece of burger is going to fly into your mouth.
At a barbecue or a picnic or something?
Yeah, but that's not fast food.
No,
that's different.
But
he won't do it because
you need something where you know what's in it, like a hot dog.
Like a hot dog. You know every single
All
ingredient.
right, John, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Wow, that's a
like
good one.
Spam.
Let's see. All right, we will go to Nicole. Hi there, Nicole. Good morning.
chicken pot, chicken pot, chicken pot pie.
All right, our next guest is going to be performing at Lansdowne Theater tonight, 8 o'clock. You get tickets at lansdownetheater.com. And his first time visiting the Preston and Steve Show. Please welcome Felipe Esparza.
What's up, fool? What's up, Preston and Steve? What's up, everybody? Shout out to my friend Figaro in Delaware.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Figaro.
In Delaware.
Brian Figaro.
Do you get to this? You get to this part of the country often?
I've been to Delaware once when I was touring Last Comic Standing back in 2010.
Right, which you won, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really win, man. People don't know that my son's mom filed for child support the next day.
Oh,
really?
The
She
next
took
day.
like half. She became the last baby mama standing. Air Force One's for everybody.
When you so in 2010, that was life changing for you. Obviously, it shot you to a new level. Where were you before that, leading up to 2010 and getting on? Were you starting to build a following, or
I have built like quite a following, like in the Southwest, like pretty much any town with a S-A-N in front of it, like San Diego, San Jose, San Luis Obispo.
Those are your towns.
I was murdering, bro. Wherever there was a Catholic church, I was doing well.
You're doing well.
Yeah, doing real well.
I know those areas well.
Yeah, man.
So I read your story, and reading about you is very cool. I mean, you kind of stand-up was kind of always on your radar. You went through a stint in rehab, right?
Yeah.
You came out and kind of like went right to it, right?
I went right to it, started open micing. First, I went to the library because I didn't know how to. I was trying to join a comedy class. There was a one called Greg Dean.
Yeah, yeah.
It was $500, and then there was one Bobby Oliver, and then Bobby, another lady.
But that's pretty wild. That you would have the kind of systematic thinking. All right, I'm going to go to the library and get books on how to be a stand-up.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
So I would go to the Greg Dean. They had a free intro class. Then Bobby had a free one, and the other one had a free one. So I kept going to the free ones until they kicked me out of the free ones. We got to start paying now.
Yeah.
So I went to the library, and this librarian, she took me to the place where comedy writing and script writing and play writing. And I found this book called Gene Perez, Comedy Writing Step by Step.
I'm familiar. Yes.
Yeah. Little homework on the back of the page.
Right. Yeah. Because you'd see all those things floating around. But that's so. You're born in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Sinaloa.
Yeah.
Have to ask you about this. You leave when you're about 5, right? Were you? Because that's like cartel central.
Yes.
Did you?
I was a little kid, so I didn't know. I didn't see none of that.
Would that even be apparent to a 5-year-old?
Not to me. They were just dragging me and taking me places without telling me. I tell a story because this really happened when I was like 4 or 3. I guess life moves fast in that town, man. I had to get a job. My grandfather said, "Man, you've been breastfeeding for free for 4 years. You got to do something. You got to run errands.
You got to work now."
So my grandmother gives me a list of groceries. I'm like 4 or 5, little boy, and then my grandfather gives me money. He go over there, go here. He goes, "They all know us. They all know us. They all knew my grandfather, so they all know us. So they know who you are, and just go buy the stuff." So first time I had money, I'm just. Never had a ball, so I'm just throwing the coins in the air, catching them. This wino grabs it and runs. It robs me, and I pee on myself. I get scared.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. So I went to go hide under my grandmother's bed for like 9 hours, 11 hours. They had everyone looking for me. Chuyito, Jesus, Chuy. They couldn't find me. I see everybody praying in the living room. They're doing the rosary, Santa Maria, Maria Dios. Everyone's praying. I finally come out and go, "Everything's okay. I'm all right. Don't worry about me. I'm good."
They thought you were...
They beat the hell out of me. They beat the hell out of me, man. Like, everyone beat me. Even a dog that was chasing me. And that's why I like cocaine.
You were crack, right?
Yeah.
Crack was it. Yeah, so, and
God.
you've been very... I've heard people say this, too, and you were saying in one of the interviews I was watching, you were talking about how, and it's like people talk about smoking. If it had none of the bad effects, they'd smoke.
Yeah. People ask me, can you get addicted to crack cocaine the first time? Yes. If your father never hugged you in your life, if your mother never said I loved you, if your parents never lifted you up and gave you hope, Yeah, man, you're gonna get addicted the very first time.
Yeah,
because that crack is gonna bring all those emotions all at once. But if I had a hug before, crack would have done nothing to me.
Hugs, not drugs.
Hugs, not drugs.
There it is. There it is.
Do you know what blows my mind though? With all this, especially you've been an active vegan, like hardcore, for quite a while.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because I think if you like, I love Mexican food, and there's a lot of opportunity. I think to be well, there's pros and cons to be a vegan. How does that work for you? How did you end up adopting that lifestyle?
Well, I started off slowly. I started drinking just regular, not milk anymore.
Okay.
So just drinking
almond
soy
milk?
milk. Soy
Yeah,
milk
yeah.
back then. That's all they had. And then I stopped eating beef, and then just ate chicken, and then fish, and then slowly. But then I just switched back to beef. I met my wife. She was raised vegan. And I got her into eating Jack in the Box. Number 5, extra cheese.
So you're corrupting her.
Yeah. So everyone's doing this Atkins diet. Gabriel Iglesias, his buddies, we're all doing it. We're doing it wrong. We're just doing In-N-Out burgers and Diet Cokes all day long.
That doesn't seem like Atkins.
And cheese and lettuce.
Yeah.
No water. We don't drink water. I get constipated for 3 days. I got to take a Lamaze class to use the restroom. And when it finally comes out, it comes out black like this.
Oh, my God.
And it was all red, full of blood. I must have blown a colon or something. And I said, you know what, man? And I had a hemorrhoid, too, for the first time. And I said, you know what, man? Nah, I'm not going to eat meat no more.
Yeah. And that was it.
And this is it. And then I just stopped.
How is that when you're traveling around? I would think you're on the road as a comedian.
It's hard, man. Like East Coast Philly probably has the most vegan restaurants that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good
Like
stuff.
Veg City and so many other places. But then you go to the Midwest, like, oh man, Dayton, Ohio, or those places. You got to go and go, man, where do the libs eat?
So we used to work with a pretty hardcore vegan, and one time I saw him in Taco Bell, and I had no idea what an amazing menu I don't want to see it's a full menu, but like you can eat at Taco Bell.
options.
Yeah.
Your options are,
Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever go.
They saved my life.
Yeah.
5 beef burritos with extra beef and extra red sauce, no cheese, no onions.
It's the easiest one to turn vegan. In fact, they have a whole tab on the app.
It's all rice and beans is like the greatest thing. You know, when it's, I mean, and it's one of those, I don't know how that's perceived in general. And
Man.
But rice and beans you can live on. It's awesome. Do you cook?
I cook, man. But sometimes, I cheat, because there's stuff that I want to try. Like here, they have this place I think it used to be the hood. Just some places that are clean, I could tell like this is a bad neighborhood before. Right here, I don't know, I think it's called Big Ed's Pizza and Wings.
Okay.
I'm looking it up.
I don't know, man, but they have, in one of those places where you open it up, and the menu is like this big.
Right, yeah.
And they sell everything. And I went in there and I thought there were people sitting down. Now, nothing but Uber drivers and DoorDash are in there. There's nobody eating there.
Yeah.
Everybody's delivery.
Yeah. So it's hopping.
So they put like this buffalo sauce ring around the pizza with a ranch ring around the pizza.
Wow.
They call it boom boom sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not vegan, man. But I talked to them. They made me a vegan one. And man, it was good.
That's good.
My stomach was hurting like crazy yesterday.
So you adapt. You adapt.
I adapt.
Yeah.
I know how to make vegan ceviche out of cauliflower, out of young virgin coconut, out of jackfruit.
I remember years ago, my aunt, and she's passed away in her 90s, but she was vegan like when we're talking 40s, 50s, it's all throughout her entire life. And she would come to our house and visit, and she'd make stuff that tasted great. But, at that time, when there was nothing, there were no mass-produced products like that, she was managing to do this. Now, it's a wholly other thing. You can find, everyone's celebrating this. So, but even still, like you're saying, you go middle America, it's going to be few and far between.
Yeah, my wife was raised in Dayton, Ohio. That's why I know.
Yeah.
She was raised vegan in that town. And she would go get stuff from Seventh Adventist church because they're vegetarians. But
Seventh-day Adventists are vegetarians?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
There used to be a can, horrible can, that sells vegan Franks. And my wife said, we used to buy vegan Franks out of this can. And I said, that sounds sad.
Yeah.
I used to buy tamales out of a can. Hormel.
Hormel.
You get 3 of those little tamales, put it in a hot dog bun, forget about it.
One of the stories that came up about you, and I got to see if it's true. You either bit some guy's ear off entirely, bit part of the guy's ear off, or didn't bite the guy's ear off.
I'm a U.S. citizen. No, that happened before I was a U.S. citizen.
So what happened? Did it
man. This guy's like a big-time bully. He's one of those 5'5" buff guys, you know?
Right.
That walks like he's tall, but he's short, you know? And they call me Batman in the neighborhood because I always wear like dirty Batman shirts. I used to take them off clothes hangers and put it on. Put it there. I wear those, they're like pajama shirts.
Yeah.
I think Geronimo's.
Yeah.
But they were the superhero ones that they came out with.
Underoos.
Underoos, bro.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I used to wear the red Superman shorts over my regular shorts and a cape. So I wore the Batman underoo, and then everybody had the regular shirt. Then somebody.
That's great.
Like I said.
Underoos should be for adults.
Man, this my fault. Always wearing pajamas. He goes, he's Batman pajamas. So he no real bad. He goes, but look at that, he got lint. They will pull lint out of it, man. He still got pillow on it, but I still wear it. So I went from Batman to Fat Man.
And so he was pissing you off.
Yeah, they call me Batman after that.
Oh, my God. If you're just tuning in, Felipe Esparza is going to be performing at Lansdowne Theater, and you can get tickets at lansdownetheater.com. Have you been through Philly a bunch of times? Or
I performed at the Helium.
Sure.
Many times.
Mm-hmm.
That one time in Delaware. And I have friends on Facebook that were my friends from Last Comic Standing. I think your last name is Gray, bro. If you're listening, what's up, bro? From Facebook. I have a friend that he was really hooked on heroin on Facebook. So he would email me, hey, Felipe, I'm a big fan. Long letters like this.
Yeah.
And he lived in the area. And I talked him down, man. He quit.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I saw him. If you're listening, I saw him. He got his son back, and they went to Playa Carmen in Mexico. They were swimming, and he's off. He moved to another neighborhood. His father was a cop, I think. I don't know, but he was in a bad area around this area. But he's doing great now.
Oh, wow, man.
So do you try to, I mean, since you got past your addiction issues, is that part of what you do?
I tell people, I help them, man. I told them, man, listen, nobody knows when you email me, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. He goes, nobody knows that you're doing this. Only I know.
Yeah.
Because that's good enough. He goes, just go to a meeting, walk in there, or just quit, cold turkey.
Were you court appointed when you had it, or did you do it yourself?
Myself.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have that classic I hit my wall moment?
No, I still haven't hit that moment.
Yeah.
It's sad because I could go back any day.
Yeah.
What it is that after like 5 days of staying awake, I'm like, what else? How far am I gonna take this?
Yeah. Right.
So then I would just stop.
Yeah.
I just stopped after like 5 days of being awake.
I think you're so sharp, though. I think it would get in the way. Like I mean, your ability to do comedy would be impacted by it.
I was wondering that. Can crackheads be funny?
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, bro. Richard Pryor. Juan Francisco. All right. One man, one desire.
Felipe, I'm also in recovery, and so the crack wasn't a thing for me, but I've talked to recovering crackheads, and they said that it was easier. They felt bad for people who were addicted to opiates because it was such a hard. He's like. The guy I'm talking about in particular, he's like, I just slept through everything, because I guess he was just awake for so long that, he just slept for days. Whereas, people are addicted to opiates or even alcohol. Like withdrawal from alcohol is really bad. I don't know what the withdrawal from, crack is like, but this guy's like,
oh, man,
I just
withdrawal
slept for
from
days.
crack is like all those symptoms, all those feelings you didn't feel that one time, they all come out at once.
Oh wow.
Like if you didn't cry for your dad's funeral, you're going to cry that moment you're sober. Or you didn't show, something made you sad when you were 5, but you didn't show it, you'll show it right there.
It comes flooding
You
in.
just be like this, oh, yeah, man. Meanwhile, there's a heroin addict just eating candy. Oh, you'd be fine.
The heroin addict's got. Oh, yeah, wow.
My brother was one of those conspiracy theorists during the pandemic.
Yeah.
He wouldn't take the vaccine, but he still did heroin, you know.
Yeah.
He's like wrapping his shirt, man. You're gonna put that trash in your arm? You're crazy.
And he's shooting up heroin.
Yeah. You wanna be a sheep, not me? Nah. But he's nodding out.
That's funny. Are you close with your family, siblings?
Nah. My brother, he lives in Mexico now. He was deported by Obama.
Yeah.
For lying, of course. He had to go, man. He never came back. And then I have a daughter who lives in Sweden, and I have a grandson who lives in Sweden. He's Swedish. And I have a son who lives in Riverside, and I'm a grandfather. I have 2 grandkids.
Wow, man.
I have 3 kids.
Did it take a while to process that, to being a grandfather?
Yeah, I'm still processing being a father.
Still processing that.
Because I was a homo father, man. I used to sell marijuana to my son's mom's new husband.
Yeah.
And I would take his money and give it to her child support.
Oh, wow.
420 pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
He came up to me, Felipe, I feel like quitting. Come on, bro, think of your family.
I am.
So it's like a circular thing. Yeah.
But stand-up always been like my true love. I love it. I still do it. I still record all my sets. I go over it every day. I listen to it. I try to tag stuff up. I get excited for a new joke.
Are you a tough critic for yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I feel like the cross that you killed, but mentally, nah, man, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
There's a point, I don't know if Aries was here, if you were talking about it, but when you've been doing it a long time, you know you're funny, you know what jokes are going to kill, but when you try new stuff, it doesn't kill. There's points where I'm doing so well that I could I guess I could take my body, I could come out of my shell and sit down and watch myself. And I hate when that happens, you know, when I could actually see myself watching myself.
It's like an out of the body experience.
An out of the body experience.
Yeah.
And I'm overjudging all the jokes. I want to change things, and I'm fighting myself.
Yeah.
But it's like a paranoia you have.
Well, your entire life is living in yourself. I mean, it's this conduit for all this stuff that you're experiencing. I mean, you have a wild story to tell just in your biography. But I mean, your stand-up is so much more than that. It's all sorts of things. Have you watched your audience? You were talking about having a lot of obviously Mexicans and people, San Diego and San Luis Obispo and all that stuff. But has your audience since Last Comic Standing and forward has had to draw more people, a wider variety, right?
You know what? I would think that would happen. Like when I went to Australia, like I went to Sydney and the other place. I thought that it was going to be like Crocodile Dundee looking people, you know? People there like from the what I seen, you know? Nah, man, I get there, man. My audience is 90% Latino in Australia too.
No
kidding. Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah. And I talked to I went to go speak to them afterward. There were Colombians there. There was more Latinos that I usually don't see in my show. Like there was a lot of Colombians, a lot of people from El Salvador there. A lot of people from Peru and Bolivia.
Wow.
And I asked one guy, goes, how did you make it here, El Salvador, and not Pico Union in LA or Alexandria, Virginia? He said that during like the Contra Wars, the Salvador Revolution, they gave the refugees a choice to go to America, Canada, or Australia. So I didn't know this. I guess Australia, they pretty much do everything that America does. So a local told me that we follow America's footsteps. So once America says we have enough Salvadorians, we take the bulk of the rest.
Huh.
As a partner.
That's wild.
And we do when Pablo Escobar had his thing in Colombia and those Colombians had to leave. Some of them went to America, but the rest went to Australia.
That's wild. That's why that'd be the case.
Do you tour in Mexico at all?
I did a show. I had a show in Mexico City. We had to cancel it.
Why?
Nobody showed up.
Shut up.
They said no mas. Now there was like they're
a bunch of Australians showed up.
Yeah, they have a hierarchy there. They have this thing in Mexico with stand-up comedy that they support local comedy real hardcore.
Oh.
So local comedy in Spanish, they support it, stand-up because it's new.
Well, you're
So
authentic.
usually when an English, I'm not speaking, they wanted me to go there and do it in Spanish.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready, so I started with English, and not that people showed up, so we canceled it.
So they have a thing like in Canada. There's a percentage of radio stations have to play a percentage of Canadian art. So it's the same in Mexico. They have to do that as well.
But that's what they do locally on their own, the comedians.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're protective of that.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's what I say. But because Louis C.K. did fine, and other comedians did fine, but I didn't.
Wow.
But in Tijuana, I did great.
Tijuana?
The border?
Yeah.
Because I had all the expats. They got deported there.
Yeah.
Dude, when first time I got in Tijuana, when have you been to Tijuana? Have you not?
Tijuana, Rosarito. Yeah, I've been a couple places.
It's like
Hong Kong.
It's like whoa! It blows your mind, it's one of those places that kind of lives up to the legend.
Yeah, man. I went to Mexico because I'm the only comic that put out a 1 hour special in English and then translated the whole thing in Spanish. So that was the deal I got with Netflix. Yeah, we'll give you a special, but can you do one in Spanish too? All right. So I'll try. So I pretty much transferred all my jokes to Google Translate, and they translated them, but it was proper English, proper Spanish. I don't speak that way.
Yeah.
So I went to Tijuana, Mexico, to a bar, and we started doing open mics in English there. And all the locals were coming in. I started meeting so many people that were deported. Man, I met a lot of veterans. Marine veterans, Marines. I met this one guy, he's 70 years old. He got deported in Echo Park because there was a shootout. And the cops asked for everybody's ID.
Yeah.
And they asked for ID, and then he had a flag, deport on site. Because I guess with his PTSD, he never got around to take care of his paperwork after he got out of Korea, I guess, wherever he was from. So he was there at my show.
Wow.
And he goes, Felipe, say hi to people. He goes, give this letter to my daughter. She's in Echo Park. Anyway, so.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I give him cash, too. I give all the best of my cash from the show. But yeah, man, these people go, it's funny when you go, man, I wish I could take you all, when I close the show, I wish I could take you all home with me, but I can't.
It's not legal.
But it's funny, man, because when I was walking into Mexico, I was seeing Mexicans dressed up in track auto outfits and Jiffy Lube, Shell, and Target, and they're crossing the border to go work. And I talked to the guy, hey, man, why are you going to America? Why are you going to work at Target America? Because I'm American, man. I was born in America, but I live in TJ now. My house is in TJ. I work in America.
That's what? It's crazy. It's crazy stuff down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we're glad you had time to come by here this morning, and just want to make everybody aware that the show, it's just one show tonight.
One
That's
show.
it, yeah. So Lansdowne Theater going to be able to catch Felipe. You'll get tickets at the lansdownetheater.com. Do you stay active on social media?
Yes, I have an Instagram.
And you have a podcast, too.
I have 3 podcasts.
Yeah.
I have a podcast called What's Up, Fool?
Which is what your big one, yeah.
576 episodes. Then I have another one that's popular, 130 episodes, 110 episodes. History for Fools, FOOS.
Yeah.
Like this is a kind of podcast about history, man. Like if you ever did your history book report, an hour during nutrition, and it was due like after nutrition on third period, this is your podcast.
Okay.
If you ever did a history book report, just reading the back of the page, this is the one.
All right. That's perfect, man.
If you ever borrow somebody's term paper and put your name on it, this is the one.
Oh, yeah. You're speaking to me, man.
Then I have another one that my wife and I have. It's called Do You Even Binge? And it's a movie watching podcast. And we watch all the Death Wish, Charles Bronson.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah, Aries was just talking about that.
Confirm or deny, your favorite movie is Amadeus?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love that movie. Never get tired of that movie.
Amadeus too, man.
Yeah.
He goes, I like when he goes, and then a clarinet took it all the way.
Oh, yeah.
This was not music by a trained monkey. This is music I never heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Change one note and the structure will fall.
There you go.
Yeah, it's such a
How
great
did you hear
scene.
about the movie when you first heard about it?
I was at the time I was in high school.
Me too.
And I was in orchestra and band. And so I was aware of that. I had an appreciation for classical music even at that age.
I was in my electronics.
Okay.
And Mr. Waters, the teacher, came in there, and we never paid attention to him. I failed that class. He was funny because there were a lot of Latinos in that class, and he would do electronic jokes, play on words. He goes, "Where are my homies?"
Oh, Jesus. That's bad.
Bad.
My homies.
And then we didn't know that. And then homie, just take the H, put it in front of the O, it's still homie. Yeah. So he goes, "Guys, I saw the most greatest, beautiful movie I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah.
He goes, what is it, mister? And then we all go, he goes, "Amadeus." And then like we all went to go watch it.
Go and see Amadeus. Yeah.
All the homies.
It's a brilliant movie. Yeah.
What's up, boo?
Dude. Oh my God. Well, listen, I want to give away some tickets to your show tonight. I've got how many pairs of these can I give away, Casey?
Well, we have 4 packs actually.
All right.
We have 4 packs of tickets. All right,
Let's start with 2. If we have more, we can give away more.
All right, 2 4-packs of tickets?
Yep.
All right, we'll take callers 15 and 16, 610-660-9333. Like I said, it's tonight only. The Lansdowne Theater. If you want to buy your tickets, you can go to thelansdownetheater.com and get them. The show is at 8 o'clock, so make sure you don't miss Felipe while he's in town. Thanks for taking the time to come by here, Felipe.
Thanks for having me.
Great to meet you.
Preston and Steve, what's up, boo? My homies.
My homies. All right, Felipe Esparza. Go see him tonight. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. What is something that you have never done that most people have?
I don't know how, nor have I ever played checkers, and I'm 53 years old.
Okay.
53 and never played checkers.
Have you ever played chess? It's probably a silly question.
No.
Okay.
But, I mean, no one's... I don't... I want...
Okay.
I want to play checkers, but no one will teach me, and I don't know why. And I watch kids and old people and everybody do it. I've seen it in the park, and no one has ever taught me. I have older sisters, and I guess they just never wanted to teach me.
I can't even imagine. Who wouldn't teach you checkers?
Is there a chance they don't like you, Nicole?
Everyone likes
it. So, Nicole, I have an idea for you.
Everyone likes
Checkers is really, really easy to play, you don't even have to be taught. It's almost like an intuitive game. Do you have an iPhone?
I do.
Okay, so on your iPhone, there is you can use this. It's an app that's on your phone already, and it's in your text app. It's called Game Pigeon.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You can play games with other people through texting, and checkers is in that.
Ooh.
You could start up a checkers game with somebody, anybody, the person that you think would be most likely to play against you in checkers.
And they may not even know it's you, and therefore be inclined to play.
Because they don't like me.
Well, no, we're not saying that. It's just
Everybody likes you,
everybody
Nicole.
likes you, and we like you.
All right.
We teach you
Everybody
checkers.
likes me.
All right.
And you know what you could do as well, Nicole?
love you guys.
There are some there are some restaurants and bars that are board game related, and you can look them up online. And if you go, I'll guarantee you somebody on the staff will teach you how to play and play with you.
You can get hammered.
Checkers. So, all right, we're going to let you go, Nicole, but thank you very much. That's interesting.
Never playing checkers.
But she's wanted to. That's a difference. So
Yeah,
a lot of people, these things are calling in, they haven't wanted to do.
Right.
And so they don't do them, but she's wanted to and never had the opportunity.
I think a lot of people are afraid of there's a risk to playing checkers.
No, there's a risk.
It can be very lethal.
You might lose.
Yeah.
I mean, in Georgia, it was a hair-raising wake-up call for a family Friday morning as flames threatened their home. However, the homeowner, Erlene Rivera, said that she woke up to the sound of her bunny rabbit, Coco, thumping out a warning as her smoke detector sounded off.
Like Morse code?
She said, no, she said he knew something was happening. He started jumping and jumping.
The house is on fire.
The fire tore through the back of the home, entering the kitchen as she rushed to get everyone out. And she said, he was the first one that I pulled his cage with him inside. Rivera, her sister, alongside her 92-year-old mother. I'm sure they're happy to know she got the rabbit first.
Well, I know where I stand.
Made it out safely. Christmas gifts in tow, all thanks to a rabbit who had hopped into action before flames could spread.
Could you go back in and get my vibrator?
Fire personnel said that they believe the fire started on the family's back porch, the same spot where they had gathered just one day earlier for Thanksgiving. The back of the home sustained significant damage on one side, and the kitchen had moderate fire damage. And it appears, they said, the fire department said that they had a warming fire in the evening and had thought that they had fully extinguished it on a wooden deck in a metal barrel.
Grandma was playing with her flamethrower.
By the way, Rivera says that when they first purchased the home, they were renovating and they discovered a baby rabbit underneath it. Aww. And that rabbit would eventually become the family pet Coco, who is now their little guardian angel. So
saved their lives.
Pretty cool.
We had our family cat save our lives one time. This is the first Hubert years ago who noticed that the pilot light was reacting to the gas building up in the house.
Wow.
And clawed at my parents' door, woke them up, and we got out.
That's awesome. Yes, that's right. Steve, you wanted to share something with us.
As you know, Preston,
yes.
Throughout the past couple months, I've been purchasing things that appear very crappy on the TikTok shop or Instagram.
Yeah.
And this one caught my eye a number of times, and I say that because that's pun intended. I don't know if you've seen, maybe you guys, Casey, you're on a little bit more, the blink while you talk eyeglasses.
No.
What?
I've not seen that. Case, have you seen these?
No.
I'm dying, though. These are... They look like toy glasses, but they actually have bulging eyeballs that come out of them. What is supposed to happen?
Yeah, I'm going to show you.
Okay, so Steve has put these on. Oh, my God. There's a strap that goes around your chin that triggers the eyelids to close anytime you open your mouth. So now just talk normally. No, without.
Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, and oddly enough, this is the most successful purchase.
I think so. Yeah.
Did
we all get one?
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, man.
The fart cup
Here's
was
yours. You should all put them on.
Yep, definitely.
Marissa.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. The fart cup from a couple years ago, that was pretty
And
good.
Ryan?
What was the fart cup?
It was like a travel mug, but it had a thing at the bottom where you could twist it and it made fart noises.
And then you also had the whistle cup.
Or maybe it was a whistle cup.
That's what it was.
That was it.
Yeah, it was. I remember that one. Yeah, you would blow into it and it would go.
I just assume everything Steve gives us is farting.
Well, this was not. We did get the pooter, the one that apparently this is not that good.
All right.
This is but the glasses I think are pretty good.
Yeah. Ooh.
You got to just make sure it's strung through every part of that thing. It's a little pain in the ass to get it out.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time unraveling this.
I know. Well, it's packed to perfection in that wherever it is in.
There we go. All
right, see if you can hook them up, and then open up the glasses and make sure the string is strung through each of the slots in the. So you see how the string is there, and then you tighten it under your chin.
Case.
Well, I don't know. I can't see out of my right eye. There it is. That's a little bit better. I think I got to tighten this up a little bit more.
All right, I'm going to put mine on.
Yeah, it's supposed to fit snugly under your chin, I would assume, so that it's triggered at any point. Okay. Mine, are these open? No, they weren't open.
Oh, were mine open? There we go.
Mine were
Open
closed.
mine up a little bit.
If you tighten it too much, then they stay closed.
Yeah, just put it on the.
Hang on. There's a little balancing.
It's so goddamn dumb.
So, you have to definitely. You have to speak at volume if you want it to open and close. So I do like these. Mine, I would have to see. I'd need a video of myself while I'm doing this to see if it's successful.
How do mine look?
Looks like you got crazy eyes, Steve.
Got crazy.
Now, if you do like a Jim Carrey type of movement with your chin, then you're going to get blinking eyes.
Yeah.
That's for our YouTube audience this morning, by the way. A little visual love. Steve, I love that. That's great.
Good. Enjoy, guys.
That'll be, I'll wear that Christmas morning.
Why not?
Opening up my gifts. So, any idea how much of these cost, if you don't mind me asking, each?
$3.
Oh, really? Okay, good. Nice, cheap throwaway. Even if it wasn't any good, it'd be like, whatever, man. I like that. That's fun. So we're going to go to the ass now.
The ass, you have to.
Yes.
Opposite side.
We go top to bottom.
Yeah.
So you never know what scientists are going to find when they start looking for things. For example, research now
Don't go
suggests
looking around down there.
that hydrogen sulfide, the gas found in flatulence, may help protect the brain from Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
In simpler language, smelling farts might help protect your brain.
That's complimentary.
A 2021 study from Johns Hopkins Medicine found that in mice, the gas helped prevent the buildup of tangled proteins that block communication between brain cells and cause them to die.
So one is not suggesting that you should surround yourself with gaseous people who fart on you all the time. If you could extract this gas, could you by inhaling it periodically slow an Alzheimer's scenario?
It's early in the research, but they're looking at that very thing.
But at least eat more beans.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask this question to the room, although I know Marissa probably doesn't want to answer this. But if you are alone in bed and you fart under the covers,
Ryan, we got to bring you in on this because Marissa probably won't be in on it.
You give yourself a Dutch oven if you know it's a pungent one.
Like a good one?
A good one?
Listen, and I saw this on a greeting card one time, and I wholeheartedly agree. Happiness is the smell of your own farts.
Yeah.
So, yes, Casey, I would.
That was so poetic.
Thank you. It's not mine. I read it.
No, that was Lord Byron.
Ryan, would you do it?
Probably, you know.
And let's be honest here,
nonchalantly, you'd be curious.
Yeah.
All right. You have your pilot's license. Would you ever do it in a cockpit?
Oh, there's no getting around it. In those small single engine aircraft, it's like flying a VW Bug.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
Yeah. I don't say that I will Dutch oven myself.
Yeah.
There's.
Well, you waft.
We've been talking recently about you get the gassiness, the buildup in your body, and it's almost like tapping off that potential agita, when you get gassy inside. When you are able to expel, it's like,
Yeah, but you're wafting it, Preston. You're like,
there's a little bit of oregano.
Especially when there's a little sting to it. You're like, ooh, that was a good
that's
one.
like the police.
Yeah.
Because I did have a follow-up to that question, and you guys don't know the answer to this, but do you think that, we do that because there's something in us that we are unaware of that thinks that there is a medicinal aspect to it?
I don't think that. I think that subconsciously we might be checking our health to some extent.
I think so. That's why I taste my own poop periodically.
Wow.
There's something wrong here.
No, I honestly think that smelling that gives you a peek into whether or not you're doing okay.
I would bet you that, and Dr. Mike could certainly dissect this, but I think there are a trained nose could discern something that might suggest a medical condition through a fart.
Right.
I don't know any doctor that actively wants to do that. But the same way, I think of in the way that they have the kitty litter boxes now that can immediately take a urine sample from a cat.
Right.
And or the toilets that you were talking about that will take a picture of fecal matter and assess what's going on.
Okay, here's...
All right.
I don't know why I've never thought about this. This is disgusting.
All right.
But it has to do with smelling farts. I don't think ever in my life I've ever smelled another human being's gas and gone, ooh.
No.
That's a good one.
No.
I can...
But for your
I
own.
can absolutely say.
Right?
I have never liked the smell. Never.
Yeah. But your own?
Oh, my God. I've never disliked my... The worse, the
I've never
better.
thought about that.
Yeah.
The worse, the better.
So, if you're shaking...
It wasn't this month. It was a couple months ago that was 40 years ago. But, it was on Slippery When Wet.
Yeah.
And it hit the number one spot on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1987, it says here. Then what? Wait, we're in 2026. It's not quite 40 years.
What's going on here? Hang on, if you count
wait a minute.
it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. 1986.
Okay.
is when that came out, and then Slippery When Wet hit number 1 in 1987, February 1987.
Single released, and then the album.
Yeah. Okay. So when you said that, I was like, okay, 1986. I was definitely listening to that. But in 1986, what was the top song that was 40 years old at that point?
Oh, that's a good question.
All right, so we have in our studio here on our monitors a top 10 songs
it
of
would have been
1946.
Prisoner of Love by Perry Como.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah, and a bunch of like Dinah Shore and Frank Sinatra. They're on the list there. The Ink Spots and so on.
It's wild.
Even those Frank Sinatra songs, I don't know. I don't know 5 Minutes More. I don't know. Oh, What It Seemed to Be.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
Oh, what it seemed to be,
baby.
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was. It was something other than that. Hagadu.
How did 5 Minutes More go?
5 minutes more, no more. 4 maybe. We'll talk later.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Everybody.
It's ringing a bell.
Sing
now.
along.
Yeah.
Ring a ding a doo.
Wow. But in a 2024 interview, John, talking about Living on a Prayer, not 5 Minutes More, said that when he and Richie Sambora and Desmond Child were first writing that song, he thought it was, quote, just another good song to put on the pile. But things changed when they started rehearsing it and they realized that they would have a huge hit on their hands. He said, we went to rehearsal. It took on a life of its own because we were aware that we needed to develop a line, and we were thinking of Sugar Pie Honey Bunch and like Motown stuff like that.
Wow.
The song with lyrics about Tommy working the docks with the dream of getting his guitar out of hock, and Gina working in a diner were inspired by the band's own experiences with harder times.
Gina was going to have a sock, by the way, to keep things lyrically rhyming, but they changed it.
Desmond Child had said that John had told him that he wanted to write a song about his working class couple that's struggling, and took inspiration from his own life when he said he would stay home writing songs and his girlfriend was working as a waitress. And that's where they started to get that together.
I remember the video was super huge. It has probably him, Bon Jovi, at his most Lion Mane-ish.
Okay.
You know, when he scrunches his hair, you know.
John had said that he was inspired by people that he remembered from high school that were married very young and struggled. So it's kind of like that.
Did you you remember a Brenda and Eddie type scenario when you were in high school?
Nobody that age when I was a kid got married.
I remember there was, because they had to.
Yeah. There was one person that got pregnant from back in the day. Oh my God. And at our 30-year high school reunion, I really pissed her off because I was the MC.
Oh wow.
And she won like some prize I was giving away or whatever. And she came, I was like, hey, I remember you. I gotta remember when you got knocked up.
Oh.
And she did not like that at all. And I'm like, she came I'm like, I were just talking about when you got pregnant. I mean, like you are proud of being a mom and everything, right? You know? And I'm like, but knocked up made it sound like it was blah, 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 and this and that. I'm like, hey, I was okay. I didn't mean to besmirch you, but you did get pregnant in high school. So anyway.
Remember that?
I remember
that?
actually elementary school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
6th grade. I am not kidding. It was the story of East Northport. Yeah. Wow. Well, and because I was like, is that even pop? But it was.
Yeah.
And it did. And yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, Rochelle had some that were in like, junior high.
Yeah.
Knew that
those are those things that were like massive shifts. Like I remember the first divorce on the block in my neighborhood.
That's back when it was scandalous.
What?
Yes.
What?
She's What was like a term they would use for divorced women back in the day?
No, spinster's different. I forget, but always condescending to the woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It was like, hey, dude, there's 2 parties in here. And by the way, in that case, the husband was a stump. Yeah. He was a nice guy.
Wow.
But he had no involvement, but I remember that story. It's like, and I was friends with the son. He was a good friend of mine.
Yeah. Until you weren't allowed to be friends with that kid anymore.
It's my catch.
Marissa found up these terms. These are not the ones I'm familiar with, but one was grass widow.
Grass widow.
She
was a grass widow, baby, married to the lawn.
Frank Sinatra sings the divorced hits of the century.
If you like gardening and you like widows.
Yeah. Here's another one. She wears the green ribbon.
She wears that green ribbon like a chick who's into grass.
Another one is On the Shelf.
That chick's up on my shelf like that stupid Christmas elf.
Oh, my God. And then the last one, oh, no, that's it. Yeah, those are good ones. The hits of Frank Sinatra.
I'm not familiar with any of those.
No, I've never heard Green Widow before.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, anyhow, it's 40 years old. That song. I can't believe it.
To make you feel more like a fossil.
All right. Couple of shout outs real quick. I know, Case, we're probably going to go right all the way up to No Sad Dough time. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
all right. We're going to spread this, or what do they call that? Not
Stretch?
Stretch.
Cadillac?
Yeah, Cadillac.
Spread it. Cadillac? Is that a term?
Yeah, like use it for when you're getting tattoos. Like if it's a simple, easy tattoo, you Cadillac it, you draw it out.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, driving slow, going
Not
smooth.
familiar with that.
I like that you give us the hipster lingo.
Yeah.
That's
That's a Cadillac, baby.
Like the big car that eats up gas, which rhymes with grass. I'm talking about the widow.
who's not dead.
Hey, get off my lawn, you raggy old bitch.
All right, so here's a shout out. This is from Joe Mays. He says, hey, wanted to give a shout out to the Lenape High School in Medford, New Jersey, the JROTC drill teams, color guard, arm drill inspection, and armed exhibition as they traveled to the national competition this weekend in Daytona.
Oh, that's awesome.
Where they will compete against over 80 schools and military academies for national championship titles. Have some fun, kick some ass, and remember, precision, teamwork, and discipline all the way.
Yeah.
So short, if you would, please. Yep.
Boom. By the way, Jackie Bam Bam is a graduate of Lenape High School, that high school.
And he was a sergeant in the ROTC.
Yeah, he was in the ROTC.
Could you imagine? There's this whole lifestyle of Jackie Bam Bam when he was, had a...
Here's my stretch pants. Here's my nuts.
His buzz cut. And then here's a shout out from Michelle McLaughlin, who says, I was hoping you could wish my better half, my ride or die, a happy 65th birthday on May 1st. Also, she is the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan, so a song would also be great. Not going to be able to get to that. This is from Michael, not Michelle. Okay. Michael McLaughlin. So here is the chart. And happy birthday to you right today. That was Bruce screaming for you, not springing for you. Benjamin Franklin.
This is Bruce springing here.
All right. Yep. He's bouncing along. All right. We can now get to the bizarre file. And then shortly after that, we will get to the keyword for your No Sad Dough.
WMMR presents Preston and Steve's Bizarre File.
Brought to you this morning by FBBCF. You can join Casey and WMMR Rock and Rollers for the Bend to the Shore Bike Tour. July 26th, raising funds for Families Behind the Badge Children's Foundation to support families of fallen or injured first responders. Visit WMMR.com to get the details. A Taco Bell employee allegedly fired a gun at 3 customers in Florida. Damari Patterson was
What kind of promotion is that?
Was charged with 3 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, and it was after he allegedly shot at 3 customers in Taco Bell in West Palm Beach.
He's got a gun.
The alleged incident began when the 2 customers entered the restaurant and went to the counter to request a cup of water from Patterson. Once one of the customers was given the cup, she filled it with soda at the soda fountain. This allegedly provoked a verbal altercation between the 2 customers. A 3rd customer walked into the restaurant. The argument escalated. Patterson yelled at the customers, "Do something, do something, do something." Another employee came over to Patterson, removed him from the customers. The employee urged the customers to leave. Apparently, the sound of the slide of a firearm being racked is clearly audible. Patterson then allegedly swung his arm, struck one of the victims, and a single gunshot was fired. The other victim fell to the floor due to the pistol whipping. The third customer exited. The victim exited the restaurant, but Patterson followed. The third customer, who was trying to exit, was then trapped between a door and an exterior restaurant wall. Patterson then approached her and fired a shot in her direction. It narrowly missed her and went through the restaurant's window.
Listen, I know it sounds like it's overly violent, but you're probably going to cut down on soda theft if you do this.
Patterson went back inside. The three customers went to the hospital. They drove out of there. Patterson actually called authorities and claimed that he believed the customers had weapons, and they rushed him and his coworker. He admitted the officer that he pulled the gun and fired shots in the air, but authorities claim no evidence supports his defense claims. It rather demonstrates Patterson is an active participant in the whole verbal argument with the victim, so they arrested him.
On another note here, what's that, the dessert? Do they have churros that they...
Oh, the cinnamon twists.
Oh, those are really good.
Yeah. Chuck gets those all the time. He was so mad because I forgot to put it in our order last week.
Yeah.
He was
So if there was a gunfight
mad.
going on at the Taco Bell, I might go grab some.
Yeah, right? Nobody's looking.
Nobody's looking.
All right, here's a weird food story. A Chinese food blogger has gone viral for doing something that sounds impossible, and that's making fried chicken that you can see through.
I've been waiting for this.
Kai Nan, known for unconventional cooking experiments rooted in molecular gastronomy, uploaded a video last month titled, "I want to make the fried chicken transparent, but the result is strange." And it's racked up nearly 1 million views on YouTube alone. The process involved rebuilding the chicken from scratch. For the bones, he mixed bone marrow, collagen, and cold gel in chicken-shaped molds.
That seems healthy.
For the meat, he liquefied actual chicken and then rebuilt the muscle fiber structure using a technique called spherification.
Do you ever have a glass of chicken?
The pieces were then fused together in a mold, and somehow he even recreated the crispy outer shell of conventional fried chicken.
It's good chicken.
The end result looks more like a glass sculpture than a meal.
It does. We're looking at it.
But we don't know if anybody has tried it or not.
It looks like a crystal.
But it's actually fried chicken that he managed to make.
I'm pretty good with the way
See-through.
fried chicken looks right now.
Yeah. Glass of chicken.
All right, a tourist
Put a hand on this chicken.
caused thousands of dollars in damage to a 16th century monument in Florence, Italy, after climbing on it during a bachelorette party. The 28-year-old woman, whose name and nationality have not been publicly disclosed, climbed the Fountain of Neptune in the Piazza della Signoria on Saturday. The Fountain of Neptune was commissioned in 1559 by Cosimo di Medici, Duke of Florence, to mark the marriage of his son Francesco and the Grand Duchess Joanna of Austria. So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
The fountain features a statue of the Roman sea god Neptune atop a shell-shaped carriage pulled by horses. The woman was immediately spotted by police, who was told to get out of the fountain. She allegedly told officers that she had entered the fountain by climbing over a railing and the edge of the basin and then onto the legs of the figure of a horse to avoid stepping into the water. Her intention was to touch the private parts of the statue for a sort of pre-wedding challenge.
Yeah.
Investigators later found the woman had caused small but significant damage to the legs of the horses she walked on, as well as to a frieze that she had grabbed on to avoid slipping. And it will cost about $5,800 to repair. A woman was reported to the judicial authority for defacing an artistic and architectural asset.
So, people have destroyed like classic works of art.
Yep.
Yeah, this
for
is not
little, Instagram pics.
It's not the first time this has happened to this particular fountain. In 2023, a 22-year-old German man was accused of damaging the statue after climbing on it, as two friends took photos of him as well. And it was also damaged in 2005 when somebody climbed onto it and broke Neptune's hand. So they've had these issues before. All right, I'm looking at the clock. We got to wrap that up right now because we have your chance to win $1,000. So let's make that happen.
93.3 WMMR Philadelphia. It's time for a keyword.
All right, the word's player, Player, and you have until 25 minutes after the hour to enter that. And there's a few ways to do it. You can do it on the MMR app. You can enter it at WMMR.com, or you can text it to the special contest short code number, which is 45911. One random entry wins $1,000 in the company-wide contest. Winners get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. There are contest rules available at WMMR.com. And Preston and Steve's No Sad Dough is sponsored by Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union. 5 chances to win. All right, this is the second one. Next one's coming up at noon. So enter it now. The word is player, Player. We wish you luck, my friend. When we get back, we'll get into the trash. We'll have the music news and a lesson question with a prize. Stay put.
You're listening to this, and the truth of the matter is, think about it. Have you ever disliked the smell of your own gas?
Yeah, like I can't even be with myself.
No, I'm sorry. I always love it.
I'm disgusting.
And I always wish I could turn it into a cologne.
Yeah. So the researchers gave the mice a compound that slowly released hydrogen sulfide, and the animals showed a 50% improvement in memory and
Dude, are you farting your brains out?
and motor function.
The hell did they give us?
Scientists say the findings open doors for new treatments, but
mouse farts have to be adorable.
The research has only been done in animals so far. For now, the idea that smelling farts could ward off dementia is more of a quirky takeaway than proven medical advice, but the jury's still out. But listen, they'll research it. All right, so there's a murder trial happening. It's a big one, and normally I don't put these big high-profile murder cases in the bizarre file, but
you're the one that committed the murder.
Well, it's a trial of this guy named Brian Walsh. It's out of Boston. Yeah. It's drawing national attention. His wife, Anna, vanished nearly 3 years ago. Prosecutors accused him of killing her on New Year's Day 2023, dismembering her body, discarding her remains in dumpsters across the region, including one near his mother's home. Investigators never recovered the body. In the days after her disappearance, prosecutors say Walsh repeatedly misled police as searches stretched out from the couple's neighborhood to Washington, D.C., where she worked. Now, on November 18th this year, just before the jury selection began, he pleaded guilty to 2 charges, which were misleading police and improperly removing or concealing a body. He still faces first-degree murder charges. Sentencing on the lesser charges will come later. The reason I bring this up is I wanted to read to you guys some of the internet searches that they found on his computer.
I love these. They're always so damning.
Oh, my God. So according to the officer, these were some of the posts, and there's a lot. Okay, so here we go. Them. Started at 4:52 a.m. on January 1st, on New Year's Day, which is when she went missing. Best ways to dispose of a body, and then it was how long before a body starts to smell. Another one was 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. Next was how long for someone to be missing to inheritance, how long for someone to be missing to be dead, how long does DNA last? And he's redirected to a website titled, Is It Possible to Clean DNA off of a Knife? Can identification be made on a partial human remain? How to dispose of a cell phone? How to dispose of a computer? Am I the user of my wife's? I am the user of my wife's credit card. She is missing. Can I still use the card?
Jesus.
My wife is missing. What should I do? Your spouse is missing and you want a divorce. Ways to dispose of body parts after a murder. And then 6 ways to dispose of a body. Murder.
Oh, my God.
Cleaning up a dead body. How to clean blood from a wood floor. Can I use bleach to clean my wood floors from blood stains? What does bleach do to dead bodies? Want to get away with murder? Use special detergent. Is it better to throw away crime scene clothes or to wash them? How do you use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains? How to clean blood stains with hydrogen peroxide? Should I use hydrogen peroxide on blood stains in concrete? Can the FBI tell when you've accessed your phone? Does the dishwasher clean blood?
Stop it.
Is it possible that a knife which has blood on it remains contaminated with HIV after it has been washed with hot water and dish soap? How to remove a SIM card from an iPhone? How to remove a hard drive from an Apple laptop? TJ Maxx near me.
I mean.
How long do stores keep security footage? How to saw a body? How to dismember a body? Hacksaw, the best tool for dismembering a body. Duties of dismemberment discussed in murder trial. Can you be charged murder without a body? Commit murder conviction without a body. No corpse, no problem. Dude, I've got 2 more pages of this.
Was there anything in that was damning?
This goes on and on and on.
You know, my name's Bill Smith, and I live at this, and I killed my wife.
I committed murder.
Yeah.
And also, what's happening with the Franklin Mills Mall?
It's crazy. It is absolutely insane. It goes on and on.
Apparently, he's unaware or had been unaware of the Google search history figuring prominently into convictions these days.
Well, yeah.
That's the most insane amount of searches. To his benefit, or to his credit, he's doing his research.
I love these surveys because some of them are the reason we invented this segment is because I kept getting these stupid surveys. It just didn't make any sense. So here we go.
All right, stupid
YouGov surveyed 8,124 U.S. adults and asked, "What's your favorite pasta?" And not pasta dish, pasta style. I mean, so the actual shape of the pasta. Marissa's shaking her shoulders. She's all excited.
And we're going to leave you as the finale.
Okay.
May I start?
Sure.
Angel hair pasta.
Okay, you like the really thin
Yeah.
stuff. All right, what about you, Casey?
Ginachetti.
Ginachetti. Gnocchi.
Gnocchis.
I think I like linguine is probably my favorite. A little bit, and by the way, Ben is applauding me out in the green room right now. He's a guest we're going to have in here in a little bit. He likes linguine. I think I like linguine. It's a little slightly thicker than spaghetti. Although, I know it's a kid's order, but damn it, spaghetti just makes me feel good.
Spaghetti's the best. You know what I love? Since rigatoni is most often used in I have a
like a
pesto
meat sauce?
chicken.
Oh, pesto, sure, yeah.
So that would be neck and neck with my angel hair pasta.
All right, we haven't checked in with Ryan Shuttleworth yet, so let's find out what he thinks. Favorite pasta?
Cavatappi pasta. So like the corkscrew.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what is interesting about pasta shapes is that they are specifically for certain sauces because something like that will hold like a bolognese. It will hold the little pieces of meat in the spirals and stuff like that. And same with some ones that maybe like rigatoni that have those slots that go down the side of them. All right, Marissa.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite?
I mean, oh my God, I could talk about this for hours. It's fusilli, but there is a specific fusilli that is more of a corkscrew fusilli.
Yeah.
And it's really, really tight. And it's like the yummiest. Like if I walk by it at the supermarket, I just have to buy it. And there's one brand who actually makes spaghetti length of the corkscrew fusilli.
Stop it, really?
And it is my all-time favorite.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Marissa, I know
never
exactly
seen
what
that.
you're talking about. There's one of my favorite dishes of all time. It was what they call tricolor fusilli.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a place called Bocce in New York would make it, and it was one of my favorite Italian restaurants to go to. It was delicious.
All right, so here are the results.
Let's hear.
Number one is spaghetti. 33% had voted for spaghetti as their favorite. Number two is penne. Penne's always a good go-to.
Bye-bye, penne.
Yeah. Well, bye-bye. And Breed getting you fired up on this Friday morning. It is 11 minutes after 10 o'clock. It's 93.3 WMMR that you're listening to. Just revealed the word a little while ago for the No Sad Dough, and the word is player. You have until 25 minutes after the hour to enter that. So go ahead and do that right now, my friend, because you do want to win $1,000, don't you? We have the word of the week coming up in just a little while. A moment ago, I had mentioned that Living on a Prayer is 40 years old.
Yes.
I just saw this little tidbit. It was 24 years ago yesterday that Steve on Blue's Clues left for college.
Oh, my God.
How many years?
24 years ago yesterday, which makes sense because my oldest is 25 and Blue's Clues was on TV all the time.
And Steve's back now, right?
He's not on Blue's Clues, but he does. He's on Instagram, and I follow him, and he's great because he does the Steve thing that he did on Instagram. I don't know if it would speak to you at all, Steve, but because I watch that show, he'll ask a question about some kind of existential thing or some kind of deep thing, and then he'll stop and he'll look at the camera and he'll go, "Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay." Because he would do that on Blue's Clues.
As if
he would talk
listening to you.
as if he was listening to you, and he would nod in acknowledgement about what you're saying to him, because kids would talk back to the television.
Yeah.
And he still does it, and I'm telling you, I love it.
Oh, that's great.
I absolutely.
Do you talk to him while he's doing it?
I do.
Yeah.
I just chat with him, me and my buddy Steve. But no, he's a good follow on Instagram for sure. But I can't believe it's been 24 years. That's crazy.
We should grab one of those and interact with it.
Yeah. Give him answers. Yeah. All right. So it's lesson question time. And we are going to give away a pair of tickets to see the band Dog Star Friday, August 14th, Hard Rock in Atlantic City. So the question that I think we will go with this morning Yeah, why not? Which famous crooner apparently has a bunch of divorce hits? That was just a few minutes ago. Sometimes we give you a little gift like that and don't make you listen too long. But which famous crooner apparently has a bunch of divorce hits? 610-660-9333. Do you know? Well, call right now. Let's get you those tickets.
The trash business is a gold mine. 93.3 WMMR with Preston and Steve's Hollywood Trash.
All right, this morning it is brought to you by Coors Light. You can join the Preston and Steve show live from Keenan's in North Wildwood Friday, May 22nd for the official opening of the Jersey Shore. From Coors Light, cold as the Rockies. What's going on this morning, Steve?
Well, Preston Machine Gun Kelly revealing that he cannot qualify for TSA pre-check or any other quicker method because he was once convicted of drug possession. Ironically enough, the actual gangster Machine Gun Kelly would have no problem qualifying. Not quite Bachelorette Taylor, Frankie Paul, and Dakota Mortensen duked it out in court yesterday over custody of their child, Ever. The judge ruled that both Paul and Mortensen are so loathsome that Ever will be placed into foster care with R. Kelly.
Hey!
That's bad. Britney Spears spotted wisely leaving the Westlake Village rehab facility in a chauffeur-driven SUV. Spears told photographers that she wasn't taking any chances, noting that it's much safer to be in the back seat when she juggles her knives. That's your Hollywood Trash.
We are looking for the answer to the question, which famous crooner apparently has a bunch of divorce hits, and we got Justin says he knows the answer. Hey, Justin. Morning, bud.
Hey guys, first time listener, long time caller.
Oh, that's
welcome.
You did it backwards, but we love it
that way. All right, so what famous crooner had a bunch of divorce hits?
Oh, that would be Sinatra.
Hang on, Justin. We are going to send you to see the band Dog Star. They are going to be playing live at the Edis Arena, the Hard Rock Hotel in Atlantic City, and tickets are on sale now at hardrockac.com.
Now, Preston and Steve's Music News on 93.3 WMMR.
Brought to you by Hellsberg Diamonds. Mother's Day, Sunday, May 10th, and Hellsberg's got you covered with classic gifts Mom will love, up to 50% off. You can shop in store or online at hellsberg.com. Korn bassist Rod Diaz got a happy ending to a nightmare scenario after all 15 of his bass guitars stolen from a Las Vegas area storage unit about 2 weeks ago were recovered.
Could you imagine?
Thanks to a community effort.
15?
Yeah. Local musician and tattoo artist Dave Chip spotted one of the basses at a Henderson music shop, recognized markings including RAST on the 12th fret and a Chilean flag, and alerted police. Officers tracked down the remaining instruments at the other shops within days, and no arrests have been made. Diaz, who is of Chilean descent, said one of the recovered basses was destined for Korn's upcoming Latin American tour of Chile, by the way.
So there are various pawn shops. That's where they were. They found this one. Was it a pawn shop?
It's I don't know if there are pawn shops or no. It says instruments at other shops. So there was a guy that.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was a music shop.
All right. So I'm curious. Yeah. I mean, if you're. So the music shop would have taken ownership. Well, I don't know. Hell, I don't know. I mean, are they culpable for taking what might be stolen?
No, they don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess when you come in, if you're if they do a buying program, maybe they don't require any sort of documentation. Or I'm not really
Before
sure.
I'm done, someone's getting the chair.
All right, so a few things going on with MMRBQ to mention. We have some ticket raids that are happening this weekend. If you want to win free tickets to MMRBQ, here are your locations. Saturday, noon to 2, Jackie Bam Bam will be at Classic Harley Davidson in Reading. I've done a bunch of ticket raids at that location.
Yeah, a lot of fun, right?
A lot of people show up. It's really, really cool. Yep. And then on Sunday, noon to 2, Ryan Shuttleworth will be at Duncan in Logan Township, New Jersey. So stop by and see Ryan from noon to 2 with your chance to win tickets. And then Ryan on Monday is going to be at Duncan on 2nd Street, Pike in Southampton. Cool. So stop by there because there will be winners every 15 minutes at each event, and you'll get a pair of real old school, paper tickets.
Remember
to take
those?
With you. Yeah. All right. Also, this weekend, listen to MMR because we'll have a chance to win 4 packs of lawn tickets, and blocks will be played of this year's bands as well. Don't forget the tickets are on sale now. via Ticketmaster, including the Live Nation Summer of Live special offer, $30 lawn tickets that are available now through Tuesday only. And then one more mention of something at MMRBQ. This morning, we announced our winners for the Preston and Steve Show Side Stage Live Band Karaoke.
Very cool.
So I'm going to reiterate who are going to be performing. It's sponsored, by the way, by Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia. But the following people will get up on stage and play live with the band Sidearm. We have Mary Swingle, who is from Willow Grove, Brandon Billiard from Pennsauken, Elijah Earhart from Downingtown, Amanda Brizzi, also from Pennsauken, Ethan Schaefer from Swedesboro, TJ Moore from Willow Grove, Aiden Elwood from North Middletown, David Lee Melendez from Camden, Julia Morales of Gilbertsville, and Evan Sleppy, who is from Levittown. So they all get 4 packs of tickets, so they're going to bring some friends, but we hope that you will be joining us as these guys get up on stage. And
I love it.
Take a shot at it. It's so much fun. We're looking forward to that. And then one last thing, speaking of taking a shot at it, this could be your big night. Tonight, Steve Morrison will be appearing for Acme's 2nd annual Acme Idol. He will be at the Acme location in Roxborough tonight from 6 to 8 p.m.
I don't know, but I've had to. I did hire private security.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to encounter there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just to get me through the crowd.
I mean, you're the judge, dude.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I hope there's other judges, but that is one of my favorite Acmes. Love that Acme. So come on out, and we'll find out what I'm doing together.
Now,
and if you want to sing, that'll be great.
You're going to sing karaoke, so it'll be tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. And impress Steve, or just come out and cheer on other participants. But
we'll share shopping tips.
You could easily do that. So stop and see Steve tonight at the Acme in Roxborough, 6 to 8 p.m. And that's music news. We'll take a break. When we come back, wrap it up and giving away our Word of the Week prize. So don't miss it. Number 3 is macaroni.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's a classic.
It's a go-to.
And I guess you have to, I don't think about macaroni as pasta because I don't really think about macaroni in Italian cuisine. I think about it as an American,
I agree. So maybe I don't know if this is an aberration what I'm doing, but I always, when I have my angel hair pasta, it's kind of like a spaghetti. Like I'll have it as with I'll have it with a meat sauce. Yeah. That's absolutely fine, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can do
or am I
whatever
committing
you
a
want.
crime?
No, you can do whatever you want. Number 4 is tortellini.
Yeah.
Little filled circles.
Yeah.
The cheese tortellini is kind of fun.
I made some on Sunday for dinner, and I got extra, so I think I'm making a different tortellini tonight.
You magnificent bastard.
Here's what I'm thinking about doing, though, Prespo, is I'm thinking about actually cutting the tortellinis up first, so that it's all broken up and the cheese can kind of break out, and then cooking that into a.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Me too. I think that's kind of violating the whole idea behind tortellini.
But I'm just going to experiment. I'll let you know tomorrow morning.
Okay.
How that went.
Listen,
all right.
What do you want to do in your own home? You do.
You're with friends.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and then number 5, Casey, is Genicetti.
All right.
Yeah. Gnocchi.
Yeah, but there's only I can only eat gnocchi a certain way. I do not like it with a white sauce. It's got to be at least a red sauce or like a rosé vodka sauce.
So you did it for the gnocchi.
Yeah. You could take that gnocchi.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
No, man, I've had some gnocchis that have a white sauce. I had one time that had like a blue cheese flavor to it. It was really good.
Did you ever have
as long as that sauce was kind of white?
A yucky gnocchi?
a yucky gnocchi?
Do you like the ones that are like big and pillowy, or the ones that are a little more like firmer and potatoy?
Pillows.
Big pillows?
I think I like the firmer and potatoy ones.
Me too.
A little bit better.
Yeah, I feel like you can eat more of those.
The problem with pasta is that it's all wonderful, and the pasta the real issue is you go in like, oh, this is going to be so good, and you have a couple of forkfuls and you're done, because it just boom.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve, one time, and I was in my young 20s, I went to a all-you-can-eat crab thing, right? And it was like snow crab legs.
Right.
And what they did is they give you a side of pasta with it.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of eating that pasta.
Yep.
They do that so you don't eat as many crabs.
Exactly. But Steve, the great thing about though is filling as it is, and when you go to a restaurant, pasta is one of the best leftover foods you can have.
Yep.
And you and
Pasta
I agree.
dishes
It can
usually
be
have it.
cold, it can be reheated. It don't matter.
My most craved, every once in a while, I just want like a pizza shop ravioli. just in like that red sauce in a little tin container with the plastic top.
Yeah. Ravioli rocks.
So this fusilli I was talking about, the spaghetti, it's called Anna brand. It's under the Cento brand, which is like the yellow and blue and red logo, and it's made in West Deptford.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's like Cento Boulevard.
I
don't
tasted
know.
a little West Deptford.
Now, is it Cento or Cento? How's that pronounced?
Probably the way you said it.
I wasn't sure. I've called it Cento.
Is
just
it sunt or no?
Or never mind. I won't say that.
Chunt.
Chunt.
Yeah.
We've invented a new word.
For people to mispronounce at the Italian restaurant. How's your chunt? we should come up with an Italian restaurant with the most diabolically named.
I mean, because if it's pronounced that way, you can spell it. You can CUNT if you want. What are you? It's chunt.
It's chunt.
Is that a red sauce?
Wow. To the store, and we have an entire section that's dedicated to computers and software and all of that stuff.
Yeah, there's a big tech section in the general store.
So while we're in this store, I'm going to tell you about a hacking group called Scattered Lapsus Hunters. That's their name, and that includes members of a gang known as the Shiny Hunters, and they are attempting to extort Pornhub, speaking of dog fart, Pornhub after claiming to have stolen personal information belonging to the website's premium members. And on Friday, Pornhub confirmed it. It was among several companies affected by an earlier breach at the widely used web and mobile analytics provider, Mixpanel. MaxiPanel.
Would have actually been perfect.
Which exposed unspecified analytics events of some Pornhub premium users. And on Monday, Bleeping Computer, a site, reported seeing a sample of the stolen Pornhub data, which included personal information associated with Pornhub premium members, including the registered email addresses and location, activity type, such as which videos and channels they watched, including the video name and web address, keywords associated with video, and the date and time that the event was recorded.
So, Preston, I'm unfamiliar with Pornhub. What?
So it's a website, Steve.
Hang on, I'm taking notes here.
If you could give me some information.
But honestly, why is anybody a premium member? Like, I don't.
It's all free.
It's all like
a friend told me.
Yeah. Your friend told you, and then you told me.
And then I told my friend to call you because I felt I was worried you might know.
What does a premium membership actually get you? Like, I don't get it. Why even pay money?
Marissa, do you mind looking up what do premium members of Pornhub get?
Well, first they get that gift bag from the Golden Globes.
Okay.
And then they get a jerkmate.
I've heard of jerkmates.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, ever heard of jerkmate?
Yeah, a spokesperson for Shiny Hunters, the actual gang,
Shiny Happy Hunter,
that said that the hackers have sent an extortion email only to Pornhub so far and declined to say how many other companies were a part of the Mixpanel incident. Right before Thanksgiving, Mixpanel revealed a breach that it discovered on November 8th, which affected its corporate customers without saying which ones nor how they were affected.
So in this case, I think Casey raised a terrific question. Why would anyone actively, especially knowing that these sites are often getting hit for credit card numbers getting stolen and fraud and all of that stuff, why would you actively become a member when a friend tells me so much is already free on the site?
All right, here we go. What do you final order of business to handle before we wrap the program officially? But I would like to do a couple of thank yous. We had some fun today, and I want to thank Matt and Aliana from 6ABC.
Yay!
Had a nice little chat with those guys. Then we had Aries Spears stop by. Aries is starting to do theaters now.
Yeah, man.
And he was feeling a little interesting about that. You know, he's like, man, I'm making the jump, and he misses the fact that he used to, play helium in the clubs and stuff, but he's taking it up a level. But
he deserves it.
Yeah, he's going to be at the Grand Opera House in Wilmington tonight, 8 o'clock. Tickets at thegrandwilmington.com. Then we had another comedian, and he and Aries are acquaintances, friends. Felipe Esparza was here. And he is doing a theater show, Lansdowne Theater, tonight, 8 o'clock. And it's called the At My Leisure World Tour, and tickets available at thelansdownetheater.com. So we had a good time today with all of that. Matt is here. You're not done with your side job either, are you? Wow.
9-8 76ers.
He's got the official
towel.
rally towel here for the Sixers.
Yeah, it was crazy last night because we play the song. That song when we win.
Yeah.
And last night there was like 40 seconds left, and Derek Hayes, who's our senior director of he's like, play it now, and they're still.
Oh wow!
We're playing the songs, and I look at him. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say something. Everybody sing along. Let's do it together. As plays going on.
Yeah.
And the director of NBA Entertainment, she's kind of looking at me like, really, Matt?
Yeah.
Like, dude, the game's over.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Not your call, though, so.
Yeah, it was fun.
It is pretty wild that we're in this situation where so many, all of this is coming together. Suddenly, everything's on fire.
Right, all the teams.
Yeah.
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 And
Well,
you-
I mean, not the Phillies, but they won. They beat a bad team over the
Within
weekend.
24 hours, the
Yeah.
Flyers win in overtime. The Phillies have 2 walk-offs, and the Sixers force a Game 7.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Something happened.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, all at the same time, Phillies, Sixers, Flyers, Union, all at the same time.
And don't forget about the Kentucky Derby.
Yes, but that's earlier.
Yeah, that'll be the
That's-
appetizer.
that's
So
at
yeah, that's
6:50.
6:57. It'll be
Yeah.
over by 6:58.
All right.
And then we can get on. To
Where
our
are you
Phillies
guys
sport.
watching?
I'll be at my house.
All right.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Listen, I have an appearance tomorrow. I will be at Parks Casino tomorrow, but I'll be there before the race. So Parks does a huge Kentucky Derby party,
Right.
and there's going to be a whole bunch of us out there tomorrow.
They have a mascot. That's Smarty Jones, a guy dressed up in a little pony.
Is that right? Is that
I love that.
Great. I always get my picture with him.
But are you going to be there too?
I will be in New York City. We're doing the 5-borough bike ride this weekend, Patty Ann and I.
I'll be. I'm going to a Broadway show tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, we'll look for you. Are you
Yeah,
staying
look for
overnight?
me. No, we're just
Oh.
doing it up and down.
Okay.
You'll probably see him.
So this is a 40-mile ride, 32,000 riders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But they closed the whole city down. And
That's cool.
You go over 5 different bridges. You end up going over the Verrazano into Staten Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time does that start?
So there's so many riders. There's like a 6:30 set off,
AM?
7:30,
Okay.
8:30. They stagger it because I think we're 8:30.
Okay.
So you're not going to do the Broad Street Run instead?
Yeah, we're doing that on Sunday.
Yeah.
But listen, getting back to the Parks thing, it's going to be me, Andy, and Donnie from next door.
Oh, nice.
And we're all going to be there from 1 to 3 tomorrow. And so, Parks has the racetrack there. And so please
Oh,
come
yeah,
out and
you
say-
could bet on their races during.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do that.
That's cool. I'll be watching all of these on my phone because I'll be in Manayunk, Steve. You know that stage they built?
Yes.
Like kind of behind. It used to have a name, whatever that little island was. Anyway, Sing Us Home Festival. We had Dave House and Tim House a few years ago in our studio.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
this
it's a big
weekend.
thing.
So Sarah and I will be hosting some
What
of the
was that
stage announcements.
restaurant that used to be there? We used to have
Royal Grill.
Royal Grill.
Yeah, we used to have like
Yeah.
MMR parties there.
Yeah.
When we had a good ratings book or something.
It was good.
Royal Grill.
And then the ground started to sort of shift and sink, and they sort of shored it up, and now it's all good, and
Okay.
they have this stage.
Yeah, and the Menzingers, who are a punk band out of like Scranton area, are headlining, so it's gonna be
The
fun.
Menzingers.
Yeah,
Nice.
you can play
nice.
them on vinyl today. I'll get
Okay.
you one.
Get right on that.
I'll play it.
Let's do the letter, Matt.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Preston and Steve on 93.3 WMMR.
Now, the Daily Letter.
All right, the President and Steve Show brought to you today by the letter
E as in ELO.
All right, and we now have a word, and we'll take caller number 7 at 610-660-9333 and see if you know it. And if you do, we got a very cool prize that we can set you up with. It's happening today, man.
These blocks, listen to the blocks today. This just tells you like how MMR can be all over the place. Pretenders, Jethro Tull,
Yeah.
5-finger death punch.
Yeah, that's the beauty. I love it. Yeah. All good stuff.
All requests too.
Yeah.
And yesterday you had Steel Panther.
Oh, that was great. Thanks for having Sticks call in.
Yeah, Sticks. Yesterday I was on my way to go play golf, and Sticks Zadinia reached out to me from the band. He's like, "Hey, man, you coming to the show tonight?" And I was like, "Man, I can't make it, but you should call Matt. He's playing a block of your music right now." So he reached out to me.
Yeah, I had to put him on hold because I had to give out the letter for the money, and he was like, "No problem." And then we went live, and 5 minutes talked about the band, and yeah, he's great.
He's awesome,
and he gave you major props. He's like, Preston can play. He was saying like, because they do that thing. I guess it's some bar on Sunset Strip.
Yeah,
where-
the Gold Key Club
where,
or what's
where
it?
famous people come on
Yeah,
and
yeah.
sing.
Yeah.
And he's like, Kelly Clarkson killed it. And he goes, Who was the other one? He goes, Jessica Simpson? I'm going to tell you right now. She was not that good. He goes, Avril Lavigne? Another one.
No
He's
kidding.
like, you really can find out how good they are when they come on stage with us. And he said, Preston is a real deal drummer.
Aw.
There you go.
I played 3 times with him. I played one time at the MMRBQ, and I requested if I could play the song Eatin' Ain't Cheatin'.
Dude.
And it was so much fun.
Yeah. Brent was telling me that he played a song once and they called the switchboard and complained to Tony Perone, like one of the, like community property, one of those songs.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are playing a song that's so inappropriate.
That's the band.
Yeah.
They're making fun of it. I love it.
Yeah,
man.
Rodney was there last night.
Oh, cool.
And I think, did you go, Ryan? Ryan was there too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great show. Hey, Ryan, how was their performance last night?
It was remarkable. I mean, it's everything you want it to be and more.
They're so damn funny.
Yeah. And like you said, really good musicians.
Yeah, solid. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of Rodney, he sent something over to me. Marissa, you might be able to help me because the link that he sent is not working. So he wanted me to promote this Kendra Scott event thing for Radnor Fire Company. And I'm looking this up and I was like, I told him I would promote it, and I don't know what it is, and the link doesn't work. And
you're trying to do the best you can.
I'm trying to do the Lord's work here,
All right,
Steve.
well, while she's looking that up, what's the vinyl cut you're going to play today?
The Best of Cat Stevens.
All right.
What songs?
Well, there's Wild World, there's Peace Train, Father and Son.
Father and Son is just devastating.
Yeah, there's some good, rocking out tunes.
All right, excellent.
Yusuf Islam, right? Is that
Yusuf Islam now.
Yeah.
All right, while Marissa's still looking that up, we'll go to the phone and see if we can get a winner for the Word of the Week prize, and it is Dave, who's caller number 7. Hi, Dave. How you doing, buddy?
Great, Gadzooks.
Gadzooks to you. What is our word of the week?
It would be horse.
Horse.
Yeah. That is correct. And Dave, man, do you get a hookup. We're going to set you up with the Live Nation Summer Concert Sale Package. A pair of tickets to Breaking Benjamin, Evanescence, MMRBQ, Motley Crue, The Black Crowes, and Muse as well. So you're covered, brother.
Sweet.
Yeah, congratulations. All right, hang on. We'll get your info, and you are good to go. Don't forget that they have a special through Tuesday. You can head to livenation.com/summeroflive and see what participating shows are selling for $30. And there's like hundreds of shows that are going for that amount. So make sure that you do that now. All right, any luck, Marissa, or no?
Luck. I will. We'll get that information and have it on the Matt Cord show.
Okay. All right. We will do that. I want to take this moment to thank our sponsors. The President Steve Show is brought to you today by Duncan. President Steve Show runs on Duncan. Also brought to you by Coors Light, cold as the Rockies, Coors Light, and by Family and Company Jewelers. Get the perfect gift for mom and the mom in your life. You can Route 70. You can go to Route 70, Marlton, or at familyjewelers.com. Tomorrow morning on the program, lots of stuff on tap. One of the things I do know that we'll be doing is No Sad Dough.
Not tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, next week.
You guys work on Saturdays?
Not anymore. But also we'll have Eve Plum, Jan Brady joining us next week, and I'm sure a bunch of other things, and we're leading up to MMRBQ too. That's it. We're done. Rage on it. Have a great day in the morning, and we will see you Monday, friend. Bye-bye.